system listed devices or other employee aids and or services may be provided on request. To ensure availability, you are advised to make your request in 24 hours prior to the meeting to attend. A public comment will be heard during item number 2 on the agenda. Dedicated a total of 45 minutes to public comment. Members of the public have 1 minute per agenda item for a maximum of 2 minutes total. At the request of the speaker will be given 1 additional minute for general public comment for a maximum of 2 minutes total. Members of the public choose to participate in the public comment portion of the agenda. Participate in this meeting in a number of ways outlined on the agenda. Members of the public participating in public comment are reminded that they can speak to any item on the agenda or matter within the jurisdiction of the Board of Police Commissioners. Public comment is your opportunity to other opinions expressed. However, directing comments to other individuals who have spoken or attacking others who expressed their opinions will be deemed off topic, and your public comment period will be concluded. Message for those attending the meeting in person. These meetings are regular meetings between the board, the department, and key stakeholders. Meetings of the Board of Police Commissioners are open to the public. State's Ralph M. Brown Act affords the public the opportunity to be present at the meetings, hear the presentations, and dialogue in real time, and provide feedback via the public comment period. During these meetings, there's a need for the board to carry out public business expeditiously without delays or disruptions. Members of the audience shall not engage in any conduct which causes an actual disruption of the meeting. Those attending in person are reminded that disruptive behavior will be cause for removal. If you disrupt this meeting, you will be provided with only 1 warning to cease disruptive behavior. If you fail to cease such behavior, you will be removed from the meeting. All attendees must be seated. Failure to follow this rule will result in a warning and or removal from the meeting. And unless something changes, we have some technical issues this morning and Zoom is not functioning. If Zoom does come up, we will let you know. This year, there's been an increase in officer-involved shootings as compared to recent years. So Chief McDonald, you've discussed this before the department, and the department is looking into this increase, and I'm asking for a report that specifically addresses this issue. In particular, I'd like to know what's being done to evaluate the increase, what steps have been taken to address it. I'm aware that the annual use of force report is scheduled to come before us soon. However, this is a standalone report. Are you going to film it, Tony? Hey, Peter. So I'd like to have this report,
they said if it fixes, they'll let us know.
Heard within the next month's time. And Mr. Sibley, can we ensure that this is scheduled for September, please? Thank you. Thank you. Additionally, I'd like to have the department provide written reports, which we will agendize for discussion in September. One of them will be updating the commission on both the alternatives to armed response, which has been presented several times over the last several years, and the ABLE program.
Oh, you got in.
Chief, I was pleased to see that there's both an official reorganization of the department and a 2025-26 strategic plan. So I'd like both these items to be presented and discussed at our next commission meeting. Additionally, as community engagement and outreach are both a priority for the mayor and this commission, I'd like an additional presentation on the reorganization of the public engagement group and the community relations sections as it relates to the role of reestablishing community trust and ongoing liaison, working both with marginalized communities and Angelino's overall.
Awesome, Tony.
So, Mr. Sibley, those are 2 other items that I'd like us to ensure are on the agenda for our next meeting. So thank you both. I look forward to seeing these items come before the commission in the coming weeks. With that, we move to item number 2, the report of the Chief of Police. Chief McDonald, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good morning, President Suthers, Vice President Shields, Commissioners, Inspector General Barragan, City Attorney Delgara, and Mr. Sibley. Today I'll be covering key events from the last week, share our latest crime trends, and provide an update on our staffing levels. We had an officer-involved shooting in Rampart area on August 21st, about 4:15 in the morning. Rampart Patrol Division uniformed officers responded to a radio call of ADW shots fired at Vendome and Beverly. The person reporting stated they heard 2 gunshots and multiple people yelling. On arrival, officers heard gunfire coming from the rear parking lot of 3040 Beverly Boulevard. There they observed the suspect, later identified as Guillermo Kalel Acabal, inside a gray van in possession of a firearm, and an officer-involved shooting occurred. Following the OIS, officers ordered Kalel Acabal out of the vehicle and took him into custody without further incident. Los Angeles Fire Department personnel transported him to a local hospital where he was treated for metal fragments embedded in the top of his head
Why are
and
City Hall
subsequently
doing?
cleared for
Okay.
booking. A loaded black semi-automatic 9mm handgun was recovered in the van between the driver and passenger seats and booked as evidence. No officers or other community members were injured during this incident, and Force Investigation Division investigators responded to the scene and are investigating the incident. In Hollenbeck on August 22nd, about 8:20 p.m., Hollenbeck Division uniformed officers responded to a radio call of an ADW suspect there now at 5406 Monterey Road. The comments of the call indicated that the suspect, later identified as Brian Guzman, threatened the person reporting with a knife. Upon arrival, the officers contacted the person reporting, who directed them to Guzman. He was standing outside a white Nissan Sport utility vehicle. The officers gave Guzman verbal commands to put his hands on top of his head. And the officers attempted to take Guzman into custody. He produced a knife, resulting in an officer-involved shooting. Guzman was struck by gunfire and fell to the ground, where he was taken into custody without further incident. Officers rendered aid until the arrival of Los Angeles Fire Department personnel. Guzman was transported to a local hospital and is in stable condition. A 12-inch kitchen knife was recovered at scene and booked as evidence. No officers or other community members were injured as a result of the incident, and also Force Investigation Division is investigating this incident. On August 23rd, at about 1:10 in the afternoon, Southwest Division uniformed officers responded to a radio call of an assault with a deadly weapon, ambulance shooting, at a residence located at 2336 West 23rd Street. The comments of the call stated that the victim, a 90-year-old male, was down in front of the house. Upon arrival, officers observed the victim on the ground and began to approach when they saw the suspect, later identified as Andrew Smith, present himself from inside the residence. Smith fired at the officers, and an officer-involved shooting occurred. Smith retreated out of sight into the residence, and officers immediately established a perimeter, requesting assistance from Metropolitan Division Special Weapons and Tactics. Upon arrival, SWAT personnel, along with Los Angeles Fire Department's Tactical Emergency Medical Support, or TEMS unit, conducted a rescue operation and moved the victim to safety. TEMS personnel pronounced the victim deceased from apparent stab wounds. After a prolonged standoff with Smith, failing to surrender, SWAT element members entered the residence and located in a second-floor bedroom, where he was taken into custody without further incident. Los Angeles Fire Department personnel transported Smith to a local hospital. He was treated for numerous self-inflicted stab wounds and lacerations, and is currently listed in critical but stable condition. Smith was not struck by gunfire. No officers or other community members were injured as a result of this incident. A loaded 9mm assault rifle style semi-automatic pistol, three high-capacity magazines, a large folding knife, and two large fixed-blade knives were recovered from inside the residence and booked as evidence. Force Investigation Division investigators, along with Robbery Homicide Division South Bureau investigators, responded to the scene and are investigating this incident. Year to date, we've had 30 officer-involved shootings compared to 19 at this time last year. On August 20th, the LAPD carried out a major operation targeting a prolific burglary group known as the Rich Roland Burglary Group. This group is responsible for 92 residential burglaries across Los Angeles in 2022, with the majority taking place over the last 2 years. At 5 a.m., our officers from multiple divisions, working with Hawthorne PD, Inglewood PD, and the Sheriff's Department, Carson Station, served simultaneous search warrants at 8 locations across Los Angeles and surrounding cities. These burglaries impacted neighborhoods in West Los Angeles, Pacific, Hollywood, Wilshire, North Hollywood, West Valley, Northeast, Devonshire, Foothill, and Topanga areas. The break in this case came back in February when 3 suspects were arrested after a vehicle pursuit. Officers recognized the van they were driving as being linked to 2 burglaries the day before. That arrest gave detectives the information they needed to identify additional suspects, which ultimately led to this takedown. The individuals we arrested are career criminals with prior arrests for violent and property crimes, and many are affiliated with the known criminal street gang. During the operation, we recovered 15 firearms, large quantities of ammunition, burglary tools, narcotics, and stolen property. including high-end watches, jewelry, purses, cash, stolen credit cards, fake IDs, and multiple license plates. In total, 10 suspects were arrested and are now facing multiple burglary charges. I want to thank all the personnel who worked this investigation, as well as the many divisions and specialized units who assisted in the planning and execution of these warrants. The teamwork made this operation a success and has brought much needed relief to the communities impacted by this group. We had a good cargo theft arrest on August 14th and then again on August 19th. Detectives from Commercial Crimes Division, Organized Retail and Cargo Theft Unit served search warrants at 2 businesses in Montebello and Huntington Park. The investigation focused on DJ General Tool and Wire, which was identified as a major storefront fencing operation. During the searches, detectives recovered an estimated $4.5 million worth of stolen property, including tools, appliances, e-bikes, and other merchandise taken from train and cargo shipments. Much of this property was being resold through the storefront as well as online platforms. The owner of the business was arrested and booked for receiving stolen property. Again, I want to acknowledge the outstanding work of detectives and all those who supported the case. Cargo theft is not a victimless crime. It impacts retailers, distributors, and ultimately consumers through higher costs. This investigation remains ongoing as we work to identify others who may be involved. For the 4-week period from July 27th through August 23rd, compared to the prior 4-week period, combined person and property crimes were down nearly 11%. Persons crimes decreased by just over 8%, which included aggravated assaults and robberies, and property crimes fell by almost 12%, which include burglary and motor vehicle theft. Looking at homicides year to date, the city has seen a 27.9% decrease, which is 57 fewer murders compared to this time in 2024. As far as victims shot citywide year to date, we're down 9%, again in comparison to 2024. As far as personnel strength, our sworn personnel as of August 25th is 8,711. Our civilian personnel staffing is currently at 2,595, and we currently have 345 reserve officers. That concludes my report to the Commission this morning, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief, and thank you for the information, the update on the August 20 arrest by the burglary crew, as well as the cargo arrest that occurred in August as well. It's good work. I'll open the floor for comments or commission questions from other commissioners. I'll start with Commissioner Garcia.
Good morning, thank you, Chief. Just really supporting President Souther's requests for reports and information, in particular with the officer-involved shootings, but also hoping that we can see some kind of result even before the report next month in terms of what we need to do to really slow that down, because 3 in the last reporting period is a lot. We won't see those for a while in commission, but we definitely want to see some solution to that. Also, part of that is the less lethal implementation and use, and the Inspector General is working on an audit.
Thank you within the community to assault officers head on, and officers then respond, with what they have to do in vehicle control. So when I look at this, I think we always want to say we want to reduce officer-involved shootings and use of force overall. But looking very closely at these, we've seen an uptick in the willingness to assault officers with firearms.
Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Sanchez.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to echo what President Sutter said on his request, and also the second on Commissioner Garcia. So I'm looking forward to that, Chief, and thank you for your report.
Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Shields, Vice President Shields.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief, for the report. It's commend the officers and everyone involved in identifying and arresting the robbery crew. 92 residential burglaries by one crew is a number of people in our community that have been victimized by this. So that's a great result. Have you, and I understand that this, district attorney is, very interested in pursuing those prosecutions. Have there been, are there opportunities are these people getting out on bail immediately and going out and continuing to victimize, or are these people actually being held, to your knowledge?
The bail is significant, not to say they can't make bail. Most of them are career criminals with extensive rap sheets, so that'll impact their ability to be able to do that. I'm not familiar today where those individuals are, but I know that, if they're part of a bigger criminal enterprise, oftentimes we'll see them be able to come up with a bail money.
Okay, wonderful, thank you, Chief. And I think week on week, there's a tremendous effort on identifying and capturing individuals who are involved in these burglaries. I understand that this crew was not involved in the Encino burglaries, but hopefully the department is working diligently on identifying those as well.
Yes, we are working very diligently on that. There's a number of different investigations going at any given time. We put a lot of time and energy and effort and focus on the Encino areas, and we will continue to do so with both highly visible patrol, support from Air Support Division, Metropolitan Division, and then certainly increased patrol in the area when officers are available.
Wonderful, thank you. And I echo all of the commissioners' sentiments about the rise of officer-involved shootings and look forward to getting additional information about that. And I'm particularly, interested as we're talking about this issue, particularly how the department is training officers to use less lethal weapons earlier in a situation where someone is potentially armed with a knife or an edged weapon, so that in the hopes of actually trying to prevent it from escalating to a point of lethal use of force. So when we talk again about that, that would be helpful to know both the change in policy that occurred to try to help give the officers an ability to use that kind of intermediate use of force earlier in a situation. And again, we continue to be troubled by the dealings of people both with, edged weapons, knives, other things like that, and then also those who are in the midst of a mental health crisis. And what options and ability does the department have that it leans on in those situations?
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll now move to agenda item number 3, public comment, and I understand that Zoom is working, so we'll manage that as we normally do. Madam Secretary, please identify the first speaker.
The first speaker is Andrew Greener.
Alright, so let's start off with the chief's report, which will be limited to a maximum of 3 minutes at every meeting. If it exceeds 3 minutes, which will match the amount of time the chief takes, regardless of how long the chief takes to give his report, everyone should understand about the 13 minutes fund. So we had some questions today about this apparent rise in willingness of community members to assault officers. What about this massive rise in the willingness of officers to shoot members of the community? He said it was up like 12, I don't remember the exact number, it was like 12 more than this time last year or something like that. It was a really large number. And of course, this is what McDonald is. This is who he is. This is his department. And, Moore was fired because of the numbers in the previous few years. It skyrocketed under McDonald. So when is he getting fired? Come on. Okay, so we got the consent agenda. We have off-road vehicles, youth going into the off-road vehicles? What? No on this weird thing. We have $21,000 for Metro Division training. No. We have $20,000 for Emergency Services Division training. Yeah, we know this is all going to emergencies, for disasters. No, it isn't. Looks like it's dog-related stuff. Is that coming from the kennel named after Hitler's bunker? Just answer that question. We have $5,000 for morale in Southwest. No. $2,500 for a holiday party. No. We have $8,000 for a holiday party in a trailer in West Valley. No. We have a conference for the chief. No. We have something related to the sheriff's department, and they're used for contracting out transportation reliefs to release to the sheriffs. So while you do this, can you vet to make sure, because the sheriff's department has recently shown a willingness to transfer people to ICE. So can you look into that before you approve that? Okay, so now, I want to know from the city attorney and from the executive director and such, why Errol Southers is here right now.
Right.
His term expired 2 months ago.
That's right.
2 months ago. And he hasn't been confirmed by city council again. Why is he here?
Why is he
he
here?
running the meeting? Can we please get an answer on that? Why is Errol Southers here? Your term expired 2 months ago. Where's your answer?
Can you hear me? All of them. So the Zoom started in the middle of the remarks being made, so I don't even know what was being asked to be agendized into the future, but I can only hope that it is a push for community meetings. This forum is not accessible to the public who would like to come and speak at it. We have told you this for years. I honestly feel like I'm in an episode of Groundhog Day. I could go back to YouTube and play meeting after meeting where one of you commissioners asked the chief of police, what are you gonna do about kitchen knives and mental illness? When are you gonna stop shooting people because they have kitchen knives? Grishario Mack would like all the words in the room from you today. Let me just say that. Jim McDonald, you are an ice-loving,
Glendale Department graduated 5 new officers. Friday, LAPD graduated 16 officers.
Sorry, my chair's
Well, the
broken.
problem is obvious. Glendale Police Department is 20 times smaller than the LAPD, but somehow LAPD is only able to graduate 16 compared to Glendale graduate 5. That number should be multiplied by 20, not multiplied by 3 because of the size of these two departments. Number 2, I want to talk about the President Trump. Recently, President Trump said that DC cannot manage their crime, Chicago cannot manage with their crime, their violent protests, and then I believe that the same situation is in LA as well. When you have 5 times, 10 times more protesters on the street compared to your size, you only have like 8,000 officers, and then they are on the street. A lot of them are actually sitting on the inside of the office. They are not even on the street. So I mean, chief only using like just say 5,000 officers, you cannot deal with 30,000 protesters. I mean, I just don't know how are you able to deal with a protest that is 10 times of your size of the police department. And then continue. I want to talk about the crime issues because my brother Jason Reedy told me that the crime is down. And then my brother Jason Reedy also told me the reason why crime is down is because the officer numbers are down. I remember last year President Southers requested a presentation that to explain to the public that why the LAPD did not lower the standard, they actually raised the standard, and then that answers a lot of the community questions. So President Southers, I actually want to request a presentation. I want to request a presentation specifically analyzing what is the reason why the number of officer LAPD continue to go down, and then the crime is also going down. Because my brother Jason Reedy said, if there's no more LAPD department, that means there's no more crime. I disagree with that. But the problem is that we have to recognize the statistics and the data, especially if the data comes directly from the chief. So I really wish that we can gather some expert inside of this room, having a presentation to explain what is the rationale and the relationship between the lower number of officers leads to lower number of the crime. I really want to know, but I have no idea why that it is, even though I disagree with my brother Jason Reed. Thank you.
Next, we have Steve Riley.
Good morning. First of all,
Steve Riley, you're on.
Good morning, thank you, can you hear me?
Would you like to speak on?
Thank you, all items please. First of all, crime is not, you hear this line in big cities especially, you hear it in New York, you hear it in Los Angeles, reported crime may be down. Now, why is reported crime down? Because of response times and the public believing that it's futile to call the police. I know that I've talked to many members in the community in Los Angeles, and they tell me they've called the police, 90-minute response times, no response. There's something to that. So let's not buy into the lie that crime is down. Reported crime might be down. Believe your own eyes. Walk outside, see the lack of public order, walk down Broadway, walk down to wherever you want to walk down in downtown Los Angeles. Crime is not down. Now, speaking of crime numbers, looking at the crime stats, which finally have been posted on the LAPDonline.org website, I can't make heads or tails out of them, quite frankly. We need raw numbers. Raw numbers. And if murder is down, what's the reason? Okay, is LAPD or any police department in big cities doing something about that? Who is doing something about crime? President Trump. Look at DC. Obviously you have too few numbers to really control the situation in the big cities. It's obvious. The feds have to do what they can do to help the locals, to help the cities. There's so much to talk about. A warning sign is, and it was referred to, only 16 graduates in the last academy class. That is a crisis and a warning sign. Something has to be done. Like I mentioned last week, there should be the establishment of a blue ribbon panel to look at the issues of recruiting, retention, and morale. A blue ribbon panel. And speaking of blue, you have the blue line flag. To improve morale immediately, put back the blue line flags in the police stations. It's symbolic, but it's important to the officers. I did send a letter last week regarding the crisis that is going on in LAPD. I noticed there were no letters submitted today. In a city of millions, you don't even have people who will bother to send in letters. So, I'm glad to hear that there is a strategic plan for 25-26. 25 is almost over, but better late than never. I'm looking forward to hearing more about public engagement and community policing. As far as marginalized communities, I don't know what marginalized means. Can you explain it? Because when we had meetings in the community, there were two bureaus that were left out. Central Bureau and what other bureau? West Bureau, I believe it was. So let's have community policing for everyone, not by invitation only. I'm here to help the police.
The next speaker, London LA.
Uh-oh. Thank you. Good morning, all items, please. I want to start off, I want to thank you for finding the officer that our first victim who's going to be stepping up and telling her story, that you did find a officer that she feels safe enough with to tell her story. And it's very traumatic, and and we're just hoping, though, that besides telling her story, that we can get next steps in moving forward. We know we're over, the zone because their fair gaming steps up when anything significant happens. And that is happening now. I won't get into too many details. But I just really can't make it clear enough that LAPD needs to separate itself from Scientology. I've had numerous officers, tell me, yeah, but, oh, you have one of your protesters, that, commits crimes. Well, if somebody commits a crime, there's laws to deal with that, right? But in Scientology's case, they have so much influence over this city, over LAPD, that they don't just, get, regular, like how anyone else would have a crime adjudicated. No, they get stupid stuff like somebody accidentally knocking down a Christmas wreath that was ordered by the city to be removed. And that's a religious hate crime, looking at years. Okay, that would never happen anywhere else. And that actually got all the way, and it got wobbled up to felonies, like I said. Or like the planters that were there for a year, that, okay, doing vandalism's not good. It shouldn't happen. Don't do it. But it's not a felony religious hate crime. If anything, maybe it's a crime of frustration because the city told them for 1 year for Scientology to take out those planters. They were interfering with the ADA community. Maybe it was an act of, like, at what point do you kind of do self-help? That's not a religious hate crime. But the only reason it wobbled up to that is because of the influence of Scientology. They are on your CPAPs. They shouldn't be. They have direct contact to higher ups on Saturday nights. That shouldn't be. They shouldn't have, if they're the so-called victims, how do they have so much influence over how their case goes or how, this goes? No, they're not the victims. They are the push behind whatever is happening. And like I said, I will never condone committing any kind of crimes or any kind of protest. But the law needs to be fair. It needs to be, what would you really, like, if it was something down the street, would anyone else, like, if they knocked down a Christmas tree, they don't even celebrate Christmas, by the way, and that the city said to take down, would they be charged with felonies? No, and we know it. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Secretary, excuse me. Gentlemen, red hat, next time you put a finger, the Zoom audience will be removed from the room. Madam Secretary, please announce the next speaker.
Next we have Jill.
Hi, I have to reiterate everything that Elaine has said, because no religion is going to leave something and abandon it and then use you, the police, as a way of pursuing charges. I'm still very concerned that you're not responding to the person. I know that you have a report going on the person that assaulted Ms. Laura Anderson, but the problem is that she was sent all around like on a wild goose chase just to get the report, and the fact that you haven't been able to identify her assaulter is absolutely outrageous. I'm very concerned that this cult is in your city, that you're not doing anything about it. I'm going to keep bringing up the past of not going after children with having that help sign in the window. There's a lot of things that go on behind closed doors that others are able to get justice for. A lot of things come to light in other counties that people are able to get justice for. Child abuse victims are able to get justice for their abuse, but it doesn't seem like the children that were abused in Scientology are getting justice. Now that school has started, where are your truant officers going to Scientology to make sure children are not experiencing educational neglect? Where are they? Are you making sure that people are going in and making sure these children are not getting total educational neglect that endanger them from participating later on in years in the society that requires so much education and use of technology that they're not getting exposed to? This is a shame. I wonder how you would feel if your children were in that position. That's absolutely disgusting. You guys have your heads in the sand, and you need to wake up, start doing some research. There's a law firm that's going to be representing people in civil suits against this cult. They are called Andrews and Thornton, and actually one of the attorneys that is a part of that law firm, was also speaking on the Emmanuel Arrow case in the Cabazon, California area. And you should also be aware that this is not going to end well if you guys keep putting your heads in the sand, because you're going to be held probably fiscally responsible if you don't do anything. Get them off your CPAP. Detach yourself from the mafia that you have on LRH Way. It's absolutely disgusting. We want the name changed and the bricks to be torn up. And you have to stop siding with this criminal child trafficking cult. Bye.
Yes, thank you, Amy. Great job.
Next speaker is Andrew.
Hey, JB.
Good morning. So Jim McDonald's LAPD is hiding the identities of criminal cops, gang member cops. We had the Mission Division gang unit not so long ago. We had a dozen cops who were stalking victims, pulling them over, and then robbing them, not reporting. Gang stuff. Last October, I looked at the discipline report, and there was an obvious officer listed on there that was part of the gang unit, who is on the discipline report for pulling people over, not reporting it, doing illegal searches, seizing property. And so, I gotta tell you, it's hard to get personnel records of LAPD officers. California has some of the most strict rules with preventing us from getting that information. But thankfully, we have SB 1421, which says specific infractions leads to the LAPD and other departments having to turn over information, including illegal searches. So I filed a public request last December, over that cop who was listed there, didn't give his name. But he was clearly part of the Mission Division gang unit. They had 45 days to turn over the documents. 9 months later, they haven't turned over a damn thing. Breaking the law. This is breaking the law. So then I contacted Django a month ago almost, and he said he's going to work on it, and he's delayed and delayed and delayed until about 20 minutes ago when I was sitting right there, I got an email from him saying, hey, yeah, we're still working on it. Unfortunately, the LAPD doesn't have enough fucking staff to handle it. There's no exemption in the law for lack of staff. That's your problem. You guys get half of our budget. Figure it the fuck out. So Django, since you want to cover up for this criminal cop and other cops, there's nothing I can do against you. And there's not much I can do against you. I'm going to take it out on Rasha. Like I said, I bought all your fucking names. I bought RashaShields.com and RashaGurgisShields.com. This afternoon, I'm launching that fucking website. And we're going to have a discussion. I'm going to show the people how you don't do shit, Rasha. How you covered up and said nothing when the last chief sexually harassed women. We lost a $4 million lawsuit. It's actually $8 million now, after interest and having to pay $2 million in attorney's fees. You didn't say a fucking word. Instead, when Moore retired, he got fired. When he retired, you said he had an exemplary career. That's what you think?
Gross.
That's what you think when he was sitting there doing that against women? And the way that you said nothing as reporters were assaulted, and the way you said nothing as LAPD went out here and shot a ton of people up. The New York Times called him out. Why the fuck can't you?
That's right.
You're gonna see, Rasha. And then you're next, and then you're next.
Jason, it's fucking scam. Hey. Okay, viewer discretion advised.
50 years and only one president
Viewer
has
discretion
discussed the
advised. Amy, you
terms
did
of
great.
what is illegal in the United States of America. In 200, like I said, in 2 years, you allowed the so-called rich rolling burglaries to go on for 2 years. So where's your absent mind to who's taking care of Los Angeles and the state of California? Other than what I'm wearing in my hand, although, Southers doesn't appreciate my First Amendment right here, now he sees it. This represents my First Amendment when you talked about the cap
the guy with the red cap. I'm referring to Donald J. Trump, who knows for a fact that E-roll slut is turned out regarding the emergency service training. E-roll training. And yet, you got cops out there shooting people, which is great.
Oh.
You're just like the dumb black mayor of Los Angeles who burned a whole fucking community of white people's homes so that she could raise the taxes and chase you white motherfuckers off the hill. Which is great, Earl. I love it. I love when fucking Scientology, Earl, believes they're above the color of law when they can put their fucking furniture on my disabled sidewalk as a disabled man to have that fucking condition to remove and replace with my fucking sidewalk, Earl. Fuck Scientology and fuck Robert Hubbard. I hope every motherfucking brick comes off that fucking street that I, a taxpayer in California, and the rest of us have paid for, Earl. In regards to the Bain Act 52.1, fuck your criminal threats. If we're not afraid of you, who's afraid of you then? No one, Earl. That's why you're a goddamn shyster, a Sambo fool who don't understand that the West Valley holiday party is well worth $8,000. I'm glad you're spending the taxpayers' money that way, Earl. That's how fucking stupid you are. And the other party, and by the way, I want to thank you for sending Chief McDonald on his travel expense trip. Because again, this gutted fucking city of Los Angeles of you worthless fucking criminals, organized crime, white collar motherfucking niggers got is doomed. Thank Donald Trump, Priest Lake Boys, Snyder versus Fowler. Cat. Cat for the record.
Give him the boot.
That cap
Give
is
him
for
the
the
boot.
record, motherfucker. The cap is for the record. That cap, Earl, is for the record. Put it on the record, Earl.
You are disrupting the meeting.
I'm not
Your
disrupting
second
me. I'm
meeting.
fucking leaving,
Second
asshole.
warning.
I'm leaving.
I'm ordering you out of the room.
Fuck. Thank God for Donald Trump. To save your ass, to save this fucking city, Earl. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Get the hell out of
You
here.
white-collared motherfucker.
Make sure you extend the public comment period.
I'm leaving. Because I believe in Donald J. Trump.
Leave.
Hey! Fuck you.
Hello, Jonathan Foster. I am not liked at all. Let's start with this one though. Those evening commission meetings that they keep talking about. You know, I've been to 3 of them, and I noticed that there were more people that supported the LAPD at these meetings.
Zero, we all just come to meetings.
When I turned to internal affairs, I expected fairness. Instead, my complaints were dismissed, while those responsible were protected. That is exactly why employees remain silent. The fair retaliation is real, and that silence protects.
Sir, you can leave the room if you're done.
That's Rasha retaliating against Jonathan.
That's your first warning, and I'll ask you to leave.
You're just such a big girl now, huh, Rasha?
No, that's what they call
You kicked me out because you didn't like what I said. That you need a psychological evaluation, so you kicked me out. Boy, you're just all grown up now. Boy, you're just such a big girl now.
Roger, inexplicably laughing along was. Sir.
I have no contact with him outside of these meetings.
Oh, Rasha, it was so funny, boy.
So don't believe all the lies.
2 minutes. You know, you can lose your citizenship. You can be removed back to Egypt. And I've also noticed where she's talking about a past employee being retaliated against. You're trying to hire people. Maybe that's part of the reason you can't hire anybody because they know a lot of people in policing know that it's screwed up in here. And I noticed that the police, all of it, right, is a public service that operates in secret. Right? So let me talk about the part that people don't like is the illegal aliens. There's a lot of hatred towards the LAPD for the number of people that the LAPD has killed, but illegal aliens has killed way more people than the LAPD. It will never keep up. And no, they've killed over 6 million people, and the LAPD has not killed 6 million people. And this is all of this is alliance, alignment, allegiance. It's culpably involved, colluding and conspiring. Even the girl that went to Stanford and graduated, they're all aiding and abetting the deaths. You're all murderers. You're the same murderer as the LAPD. And when somebody was killed by an illegal alien, none of you spoke up. I don't care what side you're on. You're all murderers. You sit down. You're all murderers. You kill. Your voice kills. Your voice incites people to come here, and then they died in the desert. You killed them. Your voice killed them. Your heart killed them. You're the murderers. You could never, ever keep up with that.
The next speaker is Akili.
Okay. They're not taking soon.
My key with Black Lives Matter, LA. And one of the things that I want to speak first, all of them, and I want to start with the
I'm going to go to the city.
The absurdity of saying and blaming the victim sets the report that you just asked for, it sets that tone. It's absurd for you to say that the reason why there's more killings is not the institution's fault, but the people's fault. That is the height of absurdity. You're suggesting that
Sorry.
this institution and the
Thank you.
people who work in are not responsible.
Have a good one. Okay, because I'm gonna try. Bye-bye. I'm gonna try to get over there because they're not taking. Once they do, they always either go back and forth. They're not gonna go back to Zoom now. But Amy, I think you did a great job. I'm so glad you got in. That was great. So. Whoa. Had to rent another chair. I'm just gonna rent it. Hi, just for this week because we have what we need to do for Laura and stuff. If my other's not fixed, I'm just going to likely just. But it's just the tires. Like the streets are so bad and at night, and there's no lights. Like when I'm not joking when I'm calling in. I mean when I'm talking to Public Works and say there's no lights because of all the copper wire theft and the streets are so bad. And then I have visual problems where I have I can't see depth. I can't see proper depth perception, and I can't wear really glasses to fix it because it just magnifies it wrong. So it's like bad. So it's like obviously I think I go through chair tires like there's no tomorrow. So, but I think, and this chair is like a little wonky. It doesn't want to. I have to get used to it, but it's like really, it's wonky. But we're here. You know what I mean? So I'm not complaining. I have it till Friday, so I'm going to utilize it as best I can. But I definitely did it, for Thursday, and went well. I had all of this. Sorry, it's just like so weird. This thing wants to just flip me. I have to take it slow. But we do what we got to do, right? Get the message out. Keep fighting. But I wanted to just get my chair back. Hopefully, I'm hoping that they'll be able to it's still under warranty. But it's sheared the, like when they finally got me out of the whatever it was, I don't even know what it was. It just sheared a big chunk of the little front caster rubber tire off. So it was like, I can't really go on it because it's like goes clunk, clunk, clunk because it's like 3 round edges, 1 flat edge. So it doesn't work for tires. So hopefully it'll be fixed soon. But we're good till Friday. I just had to go a little slow because, oh, and then this morning it's like, I mean, it's just so crazy. It's been crazy. It's like coming here, that I jump on the train to get here in time. I mean, I still made it on time, which is amazing. But I got on, and it wasn't until the doors, you know, I realized that the door I needed to get out on my stop, because it's the other side, was broken. So I ended up having to go 3 stops further, and then they finally, the driver, I guess, was notified, and they were able to force open the door for me to get out and then go back up 3 stops to get here. But it's just crazy, you know, it's just, oh, thanks, Dana. Yeah, it's these streets, you know, and it's just, and it really is really bad. And then when you add vision issues and you add, you know, lighting issues, because there's no proper lighting, it's not good. What I should probably do is just like, I don't know, stock up on stuff. Like, good morning. Stock up on those little tires, because, oh, hey, JB. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, you know, that's what I need to find out, because, but I guess, you know, whatever they replace it with, I don't know. But yeah, the city, it's like, and so I have to kind of like, that's the challenge. And then this chair is like, I'm a big person, it's a tiny chair. I mean, it's for the right, like, I mean, they said it's, oh, I gotta kind of take time. I probably shouldn't. And the thing is that they have the, and I know I sound like I'm complaining so much. I don't mean to be, but the joystick is on a side that I've never had it on that side before. So I'm like trying to shift everything, because I usually film with that hand and then drive with the other, but now I'm trying to flip it. So, oh really, JB? Oh, but I appreciate it. I thank you. It really helps. It helps with this stuff, you know, getting out here and doing this, and then you know, equipment. And I am going to, even though insurance will fix it, I don't know how long it's going to take, and I don't want to have to keep running. So I think I will do, because a lot of times it's the tires that, you know, that I've had issues with. So I may just probably be worth it for me to invest in an extra pair that I could just change. But I did get some super glue. I'm going to see if that will work too, to get that piece back on. I don't even know what I'm doing here. But they're saying likely it won't, because of all the wear and tear. It's a lot of wear and tear just going these places. This city is like the hardest city to navigate. And although I absolutely detest the way, you know, whether, you know, Batman or whatever, you know, Mr. Herman, how he says things and how he handles his frustration and anger, I denounce it, I detest it, and I have said so publicly and to him many, many times. But I understand his frustration. Being a disabled person, his disability might be a little bit different. But it's really a city that just does not give 2 hoots. I don't think they care about the unhoused, they don't care about the ADA, they don't care about much of anything, you know? And so he's been here fighting them for 15 years. That much I know. But at what point, you know, like, I don't know. And whoever asked if we're friends, I'm friendly. I will talk to everyone. I'm friendly with everybody. But friends, like for me, a friend is somebody that I'm building a relationship, rapport with outside. You know, like I don't speak to him outside of here. We don't have each other's phone numbers or emails. So no, we're not friends. We're not, you know, we advocate in the same location. We're gadflies, you know, at the same place. week after week after week. You get to talk to people, you get to interact with them. I'm not going to be here I'm not the type to be hostile with people. I always encourage him to do better, and I let him know I don't approve of that. I understand his frustration, but for me, that's not the way to handle frustration. So I resent being told that, we're, there's all these assumptions that aren't true. So it's like people work with other people. You go to work and you have people in your office, and you may like them, you may not. They may be, who you'd hang around with outside of work or not. You're not going to sit there and have a hostile environment at work, right? You're going to be friendly and interactive and talk to people. That's what it is. I consider this, I'm advocating. It's not like a work, it's not a job, but we're in the same environment. So please stop with these lies and these, misrepresentations. It's, I have never interacted with him outside of the meetings. So, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing or anything. I'm not saying it's a bad person or that I, wouldn't, but like if I, but I haven't. So stop saying it, stop, please. And I just had to put that out there because I keep seeing it everywhere. And no, I do not condone the language. And I think he just does it to get, to hurt the city people. I think he's very angry at the city. He's mentally ill. And I have a lot of compassion for people who have mental illness. And he's mentally ill, and he's been dealing with this stuff for 15 years. And do I like how he's handling it? I don't. I don't condone it. I don't agree with it. But do I have compassion for him? Yes, I do. I do. And do I think he's, really trying to be, like people say he's racist? No, I don't think so at all. I don't think so, because I see him fighting for everybody. I just think he's very, very angry and is lashing out in ways that are inappropriate. Today, it was bad enough, but like it seems like it's calming down a little bit. I hope to God, because we all hate it. Oh, shoot, hope I can get in here. Hi, I can't go. I can never get in there. It's like, all right, yeah, it's just the second door. Like, I don't know if I can. It never lets me in because of my chair. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm the type, I'm going to be kind to everyone. I'm not saying there's never a time people can't push me. If you're attacking me, I'm not always going to be really nice and sweet anymore. Oh, see, because this door doesn't open, I may not be able to. I'm going to try, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't open. So, but let me try. I could see if we can, because this is a different rental chair, but maybe. Whoa. No. I need to go in that door.
I'll use that one, yeah. I'll open that one for you.
Thank you.
So sorry.
No worries. Yeah, because I need the double, but I can't do it from. And so, people need to stop weaponizing the fact that I'm nice to everybody here against me, seriously. And for all those who are asking, no, I didn't send anybody to any court case, nor would I. I don't mess with stuff like that. I wouldn't do that ever. Thank you. Uh-oh. Wait, watch your feet. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. Watch your feet too. Oh, thank you. If I want to go, I'll go, and I may go. I may go to them from now on. If I want to see it, I'm going to go. I am not going to send anybody. I'm not stupid. That's how the person, I think that person would do, maybe. Yeah, I saw the police one. Thank you. Do you want to search this, or do you want to run this through? Okay. Do that. And so, sorry to address that stuff. I just get, oh man, hold on. I'm not used to it being on the other side. I'm so confused with this. Laura, I love you so much. That it's not even you, girl. It's not you. You don't, some other, you're being funny. Like, no. Why do you think I'm here? I'm here to fight for the Laura Andersons of the world, of Scientology. That's why I'm here. Whoa, ow! Oh. Ouch! Oh, God. They crushed my toes. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks.
You're going to third floor, right?
Yep. Can you hear me now, guys? They did?
Yeah, and they called your name already.
All right, what numbers are we on? Do we know?
14 and later.
What, do you know what we could talk about? What it is?
Yeah, right here.
I mean, do you have an idea? Like,
No, because I was singing. No,
okay.
I didn't watch. I was singing.
So speak to your time as expired.
They called me. They said they called me. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I have to find out.
Good morning, Council. My name is Jason Enright.
I get to prepare.
I am a member of the North Hollywood Northeast City Council Institute.
Thank you.
Today I want to share the story of one of my constituents, Victor Santos. He can't be here today because he works, but he wanted me to share his story with you all. He's an in-home service provider. He put himself through school. He works very hard. He lives in an RSO unit with his mother and his two sisters. One of his sisters is disabled, and between the work that his sister, him, and his mother put together, they can't afford anything more than the apartment they live in. He's wanting to move out, but he can't afford anything in that district. Even though they live in an RSO unit, their rent went up $100 over the last year, and they can't afford any more future increases like that. So he's asking us to uplift his story, and ask you all this year to cap it at 3%, with 0% floor, and remove the additional street utilities, so he doesn't get hit with another rate increase. Thank you. Have a great day.
So they're looking, so. Okay, yeah, please. Hey guys, sorry. I'm like trying to figure out what I want to talk on.
When the chair is, I would like to speak when the chair is attention.
So when he can hear you even if he's not looking at you.
22 and 23, and I would like to speak when everyone is attentive. Just let me know when to begin when everyone is attentive. So there's our motion.
Okay, so you have 2 minutes for the items, go ahead.
Mr. Dawson, I would like to hear this if you can, I'm sorry, he's speaking, I was just waiting until he can address Mr. Dawson.
So your time is going, and you need to speak to the items.
I'm here today to speak on items 22 and 23, and also general public comment. Outside of the general public comment, I contacted the city.
Hold this time, sorry, please, I don't know if you've been here before, but please focus on the items first. That's for the remaining 1 minute, 39 seconds. Then we'll switch you over, you'll have a separate minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
Okay, for item number 22 is regarding the motion for Mr. Gerardo Rodriguez, implementing more money for Skid Row. I believe Skid Row needs to be revamped. The sidewalks and sanitary, it's like putting an old Band-Aid on top of a wound. Skid Row should be revamped. It's unsanitary. You can't keep just painting over a wounded area. So I don't think just putting more money for bathrooms is going to change the conditions of the area. And I think that we should be lifted to also for office discriminating against me. So someone like this making any type of decisions or making any type of motions, I think should be addressed. Also, item number 23, I have been having issues with LAHD, and the director, Tiana Hall, has not responded in over 5 months. So implementing more things with LAHD without actually contacting and dealing with the roots of it, which is the director who's implementing things, I don't think that having a creator like this is going to affect things when citizens are actually filing complaints to the director, Tiana Hall, and she has not responded in over 7 to 8 months. So I think that you should start from the top in order to correct things to move forward for contracted agencies like LHD to work in a better fashion. I think you should start at the top, and the city should look at these complaints that are coming in instead of just pouring more money into LHD. And I would like to move the rest of my time to talk about, general public comment in regard to Mr. Gerardo's office.
1 minute for general, go ahead.
Okay, so in January 17th, I contacted Mr. Gerardo's office. I thought she was going to be a great person, somebody to down to assist. January 7th, no one responded. April 28th, I contacted Mr. Gerardo's office. I emailed Amber and I emailed Ashley. Mr. Dawson, if you can please, Mr. Dawson is going to get to your office also. If you can please get to the booth, I would appreciate that. Amber, I emailed Mr. Gerardo's office, no response. Ashley, I emailed, no response. I also went upstairs and discussed this to Mr. Gerardo while she was in the car with me. He just looked at me and let me leave out of the room without even sitting over to speak to me. Fast forward, when I went to her oral eye office, it was all Spanish office. I have the Spanish room, I don't think people should be harmed. But it should be a first come, first served, not just an all resources to be legal immigration. There are other Americans that look like me, higher and darker, and we're not getting such informative assistance because illegal immigration takes the forefront, and it's a form, it's biased. Her office has discriminated against me from January to now. No assistance. I have emails to show. I went to Mr. Dawson's office. This female African-American chief of staff is there or there and take this game. Hung up the telephone in my face. So I think the city council needs to revamp amongst themselves in regards to ethics.
Next speaker.
Before the next speaker begins, I will call the last two names, Jenny Cox and Kirsten Peterson.
Am I next or am I go? No, they could go next.
He turned it off. Okay, now you're good.
Okay.
General public comments. Okay, and before you begin, sorry, we won't start the time yet. Mr. Herman, you have already been warned. I would note that you used the banana. I don't know if you're going to throw it. I don't know what you're using it for, but it is disrupting my ability to moderate this meeting. This is your second warning. Madam Chair, Mr. Herman is eligible for removal if you would like pursuant to
It's just a banana.
Sorry, Mr. President.
It's just a banana. Dear God. Even if he throws it, it's a banana peel, not even a banana.
Yes.
If he's that scared.
Mr. Herman, you're removed pursuant to Rule 7. Please exit the premises immediately.
And if I don't, Sambo, you want a banana? I already ate it. What's his problem? It's a fucking banana, you fucking bucket head with a bad haircut day. Get a fucking haircut.
Mr. Herman continues to disrupt the meeting.
Tell me that fucking asshole to get a haircut. Suck my banana that I swallowed, you dick. You, fat boy. You got anything else to say about my banana? You got anything to say about the fucking banana? Follow your own fucking rules! This is America! Trump!
Excellent.
Trump! Trump! Trump!
Dusty's howling with them. Aww.
Is Alaska clerks and ITA to preserve that video so we can show it to the judicial officials who insist that we have to allow the person in the meeting day after day to have the same kind
No,
of
Dusty's,
behavior.
no, he's just
So
howling
sorry,
with them.
Mr. Speaker, you can
Dusty's
adjourn
fine.
and start time.
He's just howling.
General public comments. As you know, we have many problems in the city. Fortunately, since the problems that are going on, you may be able to resolve in the homes of the people.
Is it my turn?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Which
Good
item
morning.
would you like to speak to?
All items and public comment, please.
Okay, and I will read out the items that are available just because of the semi-traumatizing experience with Mr. Herman. The items that are up for public comment are items number 1, items 14 through 23, and item 30. So again, item number 1, items 14 through 23, and item number 30.
Well, I didn't
You
know.
have 3 minutes for the item and 1 minute for objection. Go ahead.
Okay, well, first of all, thank you for saving us from a banana peel. Much appreciated. That was traumatizing. Okay, so let's start with the banners. I mean, banners are nice, right? You know, in the city, it helps celebrate what's going on in communities. The only thing is that, you know, I would like a banner to say, no more kids in Scientology because of the abuses that are going on. I would like to see banners reflect that if there are any of these are in the East Hollywood division. I also want to talk about, Mr. McCosker's, the group of, what he's putting through, right? The group of governments in his area. I think that's great, and I thank you, sir, for listening all the time. Where, Mr. I wish you could poke Mr. Can you elbow Mr. Lee and just say, listen once in a while? I mean, you listen. I'm glad my guy Nazarian listens, right? Oh, okay. Well, I was just saying how, I was just trying to say that I support Mr. McCosker's, and I think Smoke and Scan and Tony would agree with me that they should be listening, right? And that it's not a big request. It's not, how is it such a hard thing to just 3 minutes, 1 minute and 31 more seconds to just freaking listen to what I have to say? Because, so Mr. McCosker, I agree with you. I think the others should all have more, like areas where it's like the neighborhood council. I don't know exactly what your program is, but I think anytime you get like the community together, right, and trying to resolve issues at the ground level, because this city's huge, right? And like what works in your area may not work in District 2, right? It could be different. So, Mr. Nazarian, I think you should learn from Mr. McCosker too, because you're new, but I think it's a great idea to really work on getting all the different neighborhood councils together and all that stuff, or whatever it is you're doing. So I support that. I think Mr. Lee should do that too, but I also think that Mr. Lee should listen to the public and not have so much disdain. But that's just my own personal opinion. But I bet Smoke and Scan agrees, because it's just, we all want to be heard. And I forget some of the other stuff. I see there's a bunch of closed sessions. I guess that's a lot more money we're going to be paying out. But are we allowed to talk on the closed sessions? Oh, he's not listening to me. I'm shocked. He always listens. What about that, Smoke and Scan? Like, he's not listening. He can't even tell me if I'm off topic or not.
Okay, so.
Did you hear what I said? I asked a question. No, I asked a question. You can't move me to general public comment. I have 10 seconds left. Am I allowed to comment on closed sessions? I guess not. Okay. Well, finally got him not listening. Okay, it's public comment. Just to let you know that the victim that we found, victims of Scientology are stepping forward, and things will be coming out, and hopefully, I hope the media gets involved as well. So you're just on notice. Of course, that means that people like Kirsten Peterson, the head of the local Scientology, OSA is stepping up things and stepping up, their fair gaming, but it's okay. We'll get through it, because this is very important, okay? We are fighting for the victims who have never been heard. You guys don't even hear us. Like, you don't hear the public, but you're not hearing the victims either. We've been going, right, Mr. Martinez, we've been coming to your office for how long now? 2 years? I've been coming here for how long? Been going to LAPD for how long? It was LAPD, I had to give them some credit, that finally is opening up the door for victims to come through, the first people that are willing to really listen. And after this comes forward, you guys are gonna have to listen. You guys are gonna have to separate yourselves from this cult. Thank you. Thanks. Oh, wait. Who was the officer that was talking to you? That bald guy.
Good morning, you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for text. Go ahead.
Okay, viewer discussion advised. Thanks, guys. I was like, I couldn't think of what to say.
Big old fat black-headed motherfucker, number one is dead as the Bay Area Raceway. What a Nazi motherfucker. I say no.
Language, viewer discretion advised.
The annual Ulysses Louisa Hamburger Hernandez annual eating Musica y Poemas.
Thank you guys, I appreciate your support.
Canta y nada de este dinero es una sucio uso de dinero. Este no quiere nada. Todo nada de judíos, nada de negros, nada de pinche putos en este consejo. No quiere esto. Hazlo por legado.
They're supposed to give him a translator, but they're not.
Fucking in English, Genesis Hernandez, overeat. Number 15, the special Jew recognition for the Juju Bear. The Israeli Legion of Blumenthal for statehood.
Oh, that's right.
California statehood. What a crazy NIGGE. We already got statehood. What you want is to have California.
Madam Clerk, please pause for your time. Speaker, you have used the derivation of the N-word, which is a violation of Rule 7. This is your only warning that use of this word and any of its variations, including spelling it as described in Rule 7, may not be used again in this council meeting, any council meeting in the future, or a council committee meeting. If you violate the rule again, you will forfeit your speaking time and be subject to removal from this chamber.
You fall into the trap, little bitch. Number 16, we're gonna hold a fat meeting hosted by Fat Amendment Belinda on number 16, Sylvan Street. Fuck August 29th and fuck Van Nuys. We don't wanna go to Van Nuys. Harris Dawson, known as King, is not gonna drive all the way to Van Nuys. Why, you see people won't fall in the south of the 10 freeway. That's all you get with a melon Louise up at dinner, chinchilla, is nothing but homeless, drug use, needles, tents, all over fucking Van Nuys. And you wanna bring these white motherfuckers on this council over there to see that? Nobody wanna see that. I wanna see that. I just go outside City Hall and go down 2nd Street. I see all that shit for free out of the podcast. And then we've got the Eagle Rock Neighborhood Council. Eagle Rock is a beautiful neighborhood. However, the woman representing Eagle Rock is the demon. You're a demon. You will go to hell, you're a demon. And that's the general comment. See what he did? You see what he did, Hugo? He violated my First Amendment rights. See, Hugo, something worse, Mooney's cow here. She's looking. What am I going to do about that band? And what am I going to make my move on that band? Well, don't worry, it's coming. See, I'm not going to do it like you thought I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it with the help of the United States Attorney herself, Ms. Bondi. And we're going to take your bar card away there, Mr. fucking pumpkinhead that can't call his fucking head correctly at a business meeting. We're going to take away your chairmanship there, Mr. Jamer, that can't wear a fucking tie to a business meeting. And all you unprofessional motherfuckers. Because you see, you can't receive $1 of federal funds if you don't allow me to say that word. Think about that. Your funding will be cut if you continue the ban. Speaker, your time has expired.
Okay, I think that's everyone.
All right, that concludes public comment.
Gladly he's relating.
What items are available for our consideration at this time?
Mr. President, there is a request to continue item number 30, 2 weeks to September 9, 2025.
All right, without objection, we'll be ordered. What's next?
And council may now vote on item.
Where's the boss? Where's the boss?
As well as 15 through 21,
He's up there?
sir.
All right, those items are now before us. Let's open the roll. Close the roll.
Hey, Marie.
See ayes.
Mr. City Attorney.
Ah, okay, I need him to,
Just real quick, just wanted to.
I'm gonna do the,
Councilmember Hernandez, item 21 was adopted. Was this correct?
sorry.
Yes.
Without objection. Yes, Mr. President. So with regard to one of the closed sessions that was already approved by council.
My other chair broke, so I don't have my things, but,
I got a new shit.
no, well, it's just a rental till like the wheel got torn off in the street because the streets don't work and there's no lighting. My eyes aren't good, so it's, but the dude that was there talking, that's the dude. Oh, can you write it up for me though? 'Cause I don't have it with me. Yeah.
Pimentel, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have the papers.
Already there for you.
No, baby, could you write it? It's, his is easy, and then I could write up, it's gonna be ridiculous.
Pimentel.
Okay, it's gonna be ridiculous.
Can't be better than mine, okay?
Okay. No, it's gonna be just that he finally smiled at me and tell him to stop being so stingy. So I'll say it's a complaint / commendation. Huh? But I need you to write it. Can you write it for like
What happened to the papers that I gave you?
they're in my other chair that's being repaired.
Oh. Okay, so you just want me to take a...
2 commendations. Yeah. Would you mind? Sorry. I'll save those for the next ones.
Transportation liability payouts as follows. Paoli and Purdy, PC, client trust account.
Oh, that's TV Vans is here. Hey, guys.
For Joseph Loeffler, the city of
All right, I'm gonna do my commendations. It gives me balance. I'm gonna we call him what, Happy Gilmore, but his is gonna be ridiculous.
The members of the public and to the members here, no vote to reconsider is required as all.
Because they've been good to me here.
Were already approved. This was simply to satisfy.
Oh, hey, SPTV fans. How are you doing? Because I'm struggling with this chair. It's like, I was like going blank what to say, but
All right, Councilman Padilla.
I got the information I needed, we can continue.
All right, thank you so much. All right, let's open the roll on that item. Close the roll, tabulate the vote.
okay. All right, so his is easy.
So for Pimentel...
So his name is Happy Gilmore, as we, as we affectionately call
Tell me what
him.
you want me to put on the...
Oh, on the thing, that he finally, how do you say he finally cracked one of his smiles at me?
Finally smile.
Yeah, at me. Yeah, he finally smiled at me. It's been a long time. I mean, no, it's first time in like a year.
He finally smiled.
Yeah, can you tell him not to be so stingy with them?
After...
Just tell him not to be so stingy with them because, yeah, a smile goes a long way.
Next
A
is
smile
item
goes a long way.
14,
Yeah.
and now it's called special for a substitute motion and
Goes a
substitute motion.
long
Yeah,
way.
Yeah.
And then the other one was for what? Pepper?
yeah.
Pepper.
And he's Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. Pimentel.
Back to that.
Yes, sir. Next one.
I hear he's really funny. Like I heard he's
Yeah.
really, like
Yeah.
I hear he's hilarious.
More.
We want to see some, and we want to see some of the funny. Like I hear he's funny. We want to see that.
And Pepper is Officer Giovanna Hernandez.
I don't know her name. She was there the other day.
Yes. And
Okay.
what do you want to put for her?
Okay, that like I appreciate that she stands on her own, even with all these, guys, and that's why she reminds me of Pepper from what's that show called? Oh man, now I can't think of it. Oh my gosh, what's the one for? What's that show?
She stands on her own.
Yeah, with all the guys, and she still stands on her own. And then, and even with me, she can be tough but fair, and like I wouldn't want to mess with her.
Tough but fair.
Yeah, and she let me go. She helped me get to where I could do my media because she made sure I was able to do my media, and and even though sometimes she seems serious, she's very friendly, and she's really nice, and I appreciate that she looked out for me and she helped me achieve my goal to be able to catch the city. They had a city, the whole council had a news conference, and because of her, I was able to catch it on time and to stay there, and not have to come back through, and miss my next meeting because, like, she made sure I was able to get there and make sure that I was able to get through. You know what I mean? To get to my next meeting.
Nice, friendly, and
Helpful. Yeah, and help me to get, because as a disabled person, like I was not able, it would have been too much for me to be able to have to go down. So she made sure I was able to get to my, the press conference and then back to into my meeting on time because like I felt she really looked out for me as an ADA person.
I have to put a name, so what name do you want me to put on the commendation?
Oh, for me, I mean, they already know. I like Audit LA because that's I keep that separate from my, yeah, that's my press and
Is
my.
there a phone number or an email that you want me to put in there?
Sure, audit dot in. Oh wait, audit dot in dot LA. So it's like audit in LA. I couldn't get audit LA. Gmail. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so yeah, so she's.
I will put these in today.
Yeah.
And let them know.
Yeah, and he can beef it up.
Smile too.
Oh, him. Oh, he always gets one. Because he's.
I spoke to Happy
Oh.
Birthday.
Oh, he did. Tell him the flash. Like he cannot be. He doesn't have to be so stingy. You know. And yeah, tell him every now and then it's okay to smile. It makes people wonder what you're up to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like.
All right, miss. Let me continue on here.
Okay. Get back to work. All right. Thank you. All right. That's done. I don't. Do I flirt? I don't think I do. Do I? Well, my mom always said I had a flirty personality, but it's like I'm not trying to flirt. That'd be awkward. Did they all go? Oh my gosh, it's only 11. Yeah. They can't. Good. Even they're complaining about the. All right, guys. I think what I'm going to do.
Is the source of the information that we are now going to propose LAHT.
Do we know what time the afternoon meetings are? 2? Oh, 3 hours. Which meeting is it? Like what meetings are today? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. I think I got my points. I don't think I'm going to stick around for 3 hours. If I had my chair, I could go places. You know what I mean? Like, but this chair is like really hard to manage, so. Whew. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna hit the ladies' room. I think I'm just gonna call it a day because yeah, I got to make those 2. What? Okay, what? On or off? I gotta go to the bathroom. Anyway.
No, you don't need to go to the bathroom.
I do. What do you mean I don't need to go to the bathroom?
Scientology, I like what
Thank you. She don't love them. She likes what she said. All right, guys. He asked me to mute for 2 minutes. I'll tell you everything when I get back. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Okay, guys, we're back.
Let's see. By the way, what name did Herman use at
She's pissed. She don't like it. Like, she's pissed.
What name did he use?
I didn't even hear it, but I knew that Amy was mad, so.
Why Amy is mad? Let me see the chat.
Let's see. I heard Amy. No, okay. I heard Amy is mad because of Herman. I want to know why Amy is mad.
Stop using her name.
This is nonsense. Why Amy is such a nonsense? Second of all, Miriam, I have a question for you, Miriam, though. Your name is what? I'm IRJAM, right?
She's from the, yeah.
But why is that like Merjam? That, and then how does that MIRJAM?
In Spanish, two L's is a Y sound.
Like, how does that Mirjam sounds like Miriam? How does that work? Miriam?
Becomes an I-Y sound. Like two L's become a Y.
So yeah. Oh, hey, hello, Marie. How are you, Marie? Yeah, Marie, hello. I'm just trying to figure out that not Marie. I was just trying to figure out how is that Merjam sounds like a Miriam or whatever. This is really weird. But anyway, nice to see you, Marie. Nice to see you, Miriam.
I don't like your shirt. Why are you getting so nasty? You weren't that nasty before. Yeah, they're saying the shirt's awful. We don't like your shirt, man. Where's the shirt?
Where's your shirt off?
Fat Grammy, Mona. Oh, it's a Finnish name. So does the it becomes an IY sound? Okay, but maybe if it's Finnish, maybe it becomes an I. Like, look at Bonilla. The two L's becomes a Y sound in Spanish.
Sounds like an
IA sound. I guess. Hi, Jake. He's like, okay, so Marie says she's been eating prawns in Queensland this week. She doesn't like how you eat lobsters. She says you need to go to Australia so she can train you proper. Marie, she said.
She doesn't like how I do it?
Yeah, she said you do it wrong. He does a lot of things wrong, Marie. Let's just say that. We need to get rid of her. 11:20. I don't know if I'm going to stay to 2. I know, and I need to. With this chair, it's just too much. So I think I'm going to. I'm sorry, guys. I had you all on hold for so long. Oh, let's see you, Dusty. I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna. Whoa. I had to see my Dusty. Hey, Dusty. Oh, he was singing he was, oh, baby. Hi, baby. Hi. Go say hi. Oh, baby boy. Oh, sorry. Hi.
Be nice.
Who is that?
Oh, check that. Banana? It's a deadly weapon.
Well, I did thank him for protecting me from, I was really scared of the banana peel. Come here, Dusty. I think the new chair kind of scared him. Hi, baby boy. Hi, baby. How you doing? It's Dusty. It's Dusty. I love Dusty so much, man. His eyes are just like so soulful. Yeah, he's the super pup. Just. Yeah. I like how he barked at them like on the way out or howled. Like, that was so cute. He was, yeah, that was so adorable. Yes, it was where she's right. Your shirts are becoming abominable. You're like supposed to be the sweet one and right?
Amy.
You're supposed to be the nice one. Like, you're supposed to be.
Who is Amy's ex-husband? Who?
Huh?
Who is Amy's ex-husband? I don't know. What is Amy's ex-husband? I have no idea.
What are you talking about?
Somebody's talking about right here. I have no idea.
Oh,
what
who
that
said?
means.
Oh,
I have
was
no
that his name? Was that? Oh man.
Who is that?
Yeah, Herman doesn't even. Is he the one putting you up to like Amy's Amy's? Yeah, I figured. I knew it. See, that's him. I knew it because you don't even know who Amy is. So you don't like it. She gets mad.
No, stop blaming me. Okay, hold on. Why they keep blaming me? I didn't do anything. Why Amy continue to attack me for no reason? You need to stop, Amy. Amy, you need to stop. That need to stop, okay? That was Shrimp's name at the police commission. No, that was not my name. I don't use that name. What name is that? I have no idea whose name is that.
It's just well, I'm happy not to get certain words. Like, I hate them and I never condone them. But they are like trying to get ridiculous now with the banana peel. He's like, how do I know you're not going to throw it? I mean, wow, if you threw it, wow, that would do a lot of work. That would be awesome. Yeah. Can you imagine taking a banana and just doing it right off? Oh. Would tap my ass and the rest of this. Mr. Herman, okay, so now I hear that. Now I understand. Okay, now I understand. Okay. Now I understand that Amy is just being a brat. Okay. We should ignore her right now. Okay, she's just being a nonsense like Audit LA or something like that. So okay, we just ignore her. Okay, no problem. Street. It got caught. My tire got caught in it, and I couldn't get in or out of like a little. A groove. Yeah, and it ripped off the big chunk of my tire, so I had to rent this. You know, they're not doing their job.
It happened in city property.
Yeah.
Well, then you file a claim, right?
I should.
You should go file a claim.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's gonna take 3 or 4 years, but.
But actually, Marie, what is your name? Like OI. What does that mean? That sounds like Sergeant Duarte, like oi. But what does your name say? OI. What is that?
It is? At that time? Okay. So they are listening.
I got a call from public works commissioner. And they're telling me, you got your complaint about
You did what the fuck? You did a hamburger complaint?
Remember, you got it all turned upside down.
Oh my god. It's our sport chant. Oh, okay. It's a sport chant. Oh, okay.
It's like, okay, everyone knows Fiddler everywhere. But where's the where's the puppet, man? We missed the puppet. Puppets are stupid. Is that what it is? How is it gonna go?
Trying to see if I can get the tape for the Corpus Israeli flag as part of our direction. Yeah, they took the whole Israeli flag and they set it on fire right in front of ICE. And they threw it.
Aussie, oi. Is that the chant? Okay. Say it all together.
I'm surprised they didn't like arrest her.
Let me show our brand new Amy right here. This is my friend Amy with a red shirt. This is my friend Big Amy. This is the friend Amy. This is our friend Amy, Big Amy right here. The nice one. This is the nice Amy. Nice Amy, nice Amy. Oi? Pronounced as oi? Oi, 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 oi? That lies, that oink.
That's oink, 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 oink.
Look at this Amy. Oh my God, why Amy gets mad every day? Okay, Amy. Okay, we're no longer friends, Amy. Since you continue to attack me like a Scientology, since you work with Scientology, continue to attack me. Okay. Well, yes, yes. Amy is working with Scientology to go attack me, but it's okay. I forgive you.
Lordy.
Denmark is a city, right? Or is that a country?
It's a country.
Denmark is a country.
Right? It's a country, right? Do I not know my geography? I don't know.
Denmark is a country.
Yeah, you should be happy that Amy's busy because she's gonna whoop your ass one of these days.
She's lazy.
No, she pronounced oi oi oi. Yeah, it's like. Oh, what did Trickery Woo What did Trickery Woo have to say? I missed it. Oi, 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 oi. Is that like that? Is that Marie? Oh, it's a sports chant. Like oi, oi, like oi, 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 like that. Like oi, 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 oi. Is that like where they do? No, that's New Zealand. Where I love where they do. What's that called?
No.
The haka, man. Is it kind of like a haka?
Finnish name, right? That means she's from Finland.
They'll watch themselves when I'm there.
But she's from.
But she lives in Denmark.
Denmark is a country, right? Or is it a city?
I think it's a country, right?
I want to see if they show the flag burn of it, the Jewish flag burn.
It's a country. No, it's a separate country.
It's a country.
They're both countries.
So Denmark is.
You know how people like where you were born in China and you moved to the United States?
Your friend right here. Your friend right here.
Hey, all right, Streets, how you doing? Why? What's going on?
Right there, but that's what it is, man. So.
I mean, I thought it was disrespectful what Jimmy John was talking about. Well, the shootings are because people are attacking. Or people are attacking other people. That's what, well, yeah, you were there for that, right? When you did the chief report. Like murder.
I heard, but I didn't hear that part. Like I didn't hear it.
30%, and that's why. They said they want to report on why it's happening.
Yeah, I
Because
heard.
people are attacking these people. Now, here's the thing. Every police shooting has to be released within 45 days of the lynching. They watch all these videos.
Yeah, I watched every last one of them.
Anyway, one of our favorite
Yeah.
he's working night shift now.
No, a lot of it's like sharp object shootings and stuff, and like mental illness. It's not attacks. Like, okay, give it.
Holy shit.
At first I thought you had the one with the...
Preach it.
No, I just straight bull.
Right? The clinician takes the lead. Right?
Oh
'Cause
my
I was
God.
I was at a scene like 4 or 5 days ago.
Let's see if they can.
4 or 5 men with a gun. It was
These are
crazy.
fucking when they
Wow.
burn the flag.
But you had all those resources there. And when I talked to
Oh
the
my
sergeant, I said,
God.
he doesn't have a gun, why aren't you releasing him? I said, well, yes.
I know they got it on. I
Couldn't
couldn't miss it. I
I'm
mean,
like, well, you really gonna help? Tell me you're gonna
Hey, so what do you think about her nonsense
Ambulance
with this shit?
oh,
and
geez.
Is it insanity?
clinician didn't come. Problem is, we got 21 of those units. 5
Right.
years ago. We dropped them down to 17, 14,
So LAPD tried to
12.
screw them.
I've been trying to get the most recent data, but they've been
They put a stop to that real fast.
But their budget's going up.
But the budget's going up.
Pardon me?
It's over for I think the public comment for today. But did you? I don't know if you saw at the Blue Building there was a lady. You know, we had to call the ambulance and stuff, and hopefully it's the, you know, they never sent the MEU. But then they're saying that if she checks out, like there's nothing they can do. They can unless it's an absolute 5150. You know. So, right. So a lot of times people, no, not quite. No, I mean no, she wasn't. Maybe a danger to herself, but not that bad.
They've been doing the same guy over and over again. This ties back to the fact that 4% of people are responsible for 50% of 911 calls.
Yeah.
So maybe rather than
That came after. They burned it Israeli flag.
Right.
they need a commission, they need a medication.
Yeah. Because they're taught to, Captain Grammy, when he was captain, said, we're not trained really in the mental health. We can't arrest, there's some things you can't arrest yourself out of. And this is one of them. Right. Professional, yes.
But the problem is on county level, they're offering psychiatry information like
Oh, this might be it, this might be it.
Why are they gonna take that and make it like telehealth, sitting at home, which is $300-$400?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pay them more, you just have it, right? Especially
Yeah.
when you're having out there at 1 o'clock in the morning.
They only came to the front a couple.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So, but
I'd rather put the money for that.
that's where the
And
money
I know that
needs
was
to go.
one of the
Keep on
reasons.
cutting them as the number of calls for MEUs go up.
So I can,
Yes.
I can tell, I have my coffee cup, I have my coffee cup sitting, and I can tell where the coffee cup is where it was, so I know they saw it.
And they've got to travel from.
And then one guy tried to hit the protesters.
Right.
He come running at him.
And by that time, things have escalated and led to the office.
Our friends,
Right.
As opposed to, I've always
Back
said,
to school
we
Long
can have an MEU unit in every division.
I agree.
You don't look too happy.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And that way, you're going to have better, first of all, you're going to have better outcomes.
Right.
Clinicians, basically, every time I see an MEU, I have not seen it.
They're very successful, right, yes.
They come, the guy has a knife or something like that. They work with EMS and firefighters. They create a circle around them, and they slowly talk to them. It's much better than having somebody
Because he says he has nowhere to live.
Yes, even if it's less lethal, that they don't know that. It looks like a real gun. It does. It looks like a real gun. And even like people may not like SWAT, but even they're more successful at negotiating. Exactly. So, right. Yeah. No, they just shoot. Oh, he's coming at me with the knife. It's like. That's why a lot of people with autism get shot, because if you say, show me your hands, people go like this. An autistic person's going to go like this and come to you if you say, show me your hands. Yeah, and that's just, yeah, and so that's why they have a higher level of being shot. 'Cause that's,
You're going to jail? Going to jail.
Contagious fire.
Right. Got out of jail.
So now you have what's called DSO. So if you get to a scene, somebody's in a hotel room, they have a knife. They're taught to step out of the hotel room. You have one person who's the designated shooting officer. And if they come out of the room and come charging and stuff, only that person is supposed to shoot. And you're supposed to let other guys take the lead with less lethal.
That makes
What's
yeah.
happening is they're not following their own policies.
Right.
It's not one officer shooting. It's multiple shooting.
Yeah.
Violating the policy. They're told to close the door and close the door.
And that's what they should have done to that, I forget his name, that Yang, is it Yang? Like he was inside, they should have just closed the door and waited.
You close the door, you call SWAT. Wait,
Yes.
You bring an MEU.
Yes. Yes.
But I'm confused, because Graziano told me, you can come in the meeting, and then right now you're saying Graziano, I'm confused. They come out, and they get caught in tight.
So they kicked
Right.
him for 3 days.
And next thing you know,
Tomorrow, Thursday.
And that's what happened, because they're like, well, we can't let him kill himself. I'm like, so what, you're going to kill him so he doesn't kill himself? Like, is to kill him. I mean, that's basically what their logic is. And yeah, it's just, so much needs to be done. It's like with that. Yeah.
it's not really a guy who actually has a gun.
No.
It's somebody who has either some sort of like edge weapon or
Mostly.
perceived edge weapon.
Right. Like a spork. Remember the spork one? But even with the gun, like I've seen them where people are running away from the cops and they still shoot them. A Van Nuys one.
So technically, a lot of people don't know this. Garner versus Tennessee Supreme Court case. An officer can
I mean,
actually
in their eyes, it's no big deal as long as it's not burning property, right?
Even if
Yeah,
you
watch what they do. They take part of it and they kick it into the driveway.
they
And they have to put it out.
They shoot
Right. But they know, but that's
They were
not
trying,
policy
you know,
for them.
everybody ran away.
Right, right. It's not, is that really part of their policy?
that's the Supreme Court.
No, I get it. But I mean,
They follow, like I've seen.
Big head, comb your hair. Comb your hair. Go see a barber. See a barber.
city attorney.
Burger. Tell him
Right,
to
is
comb
it?
his hair.
Oh, I thought it was.
Burger.
Maybe I'm wrong, because I thought you were talking to him. Jonathan. But they were shooting him like down the street, like they were driving in the car, shooting like a drive-by shooting, like. Right, it's just, I'm telling you, some of it's like so scary, it's so scary. But you know what, right now, like all my complaints are being dismissed. White is like, he's not in trouble for being out of thing, and the OIG said they won't listen to it.
Why, but that's violating policy. OIG has to do a review.
They won't. They said no. Because White should not have been there, and they're saying he wasn't like ordering people out. Yeah, he was. Yeah, like I have it on video, and it's like, so it's like.
I was on OIG because I got the OIG to.
Like if you're watching the video, pay attention to the sirens.
So who's
filming you at this stuff?
The
bloggers. They have 6 other people doing that.
I have that complaint too, but.
OIG stepped in and ruled in my favor on that.
Okay, so I may need to refer to that because I have a complaint for the same exact thing after yours. So that one should be coming up soon.
It better come through White, otherwise.
Yeah.
Now, if they don't, they have to appeal to OIG.
But I did with White. Can you do the White one? Because there's no way. That was a solid, and like I think it's because it's Scientology related.
Well, I think Congress decided that he's not going to hold any consequences. Listen,
That too,
I got
man.
my hands on it, nobody else has. In 2023, 2022, we had, I can't even think, 1,300 suspension days of cops, total suspension days.
Right.
Last year, it dropped in half.
So yeah, he's with the union. But one thing I am grateful that he did, just to give a thank, I am appreciative, is that he did set us up with a lieutenant for Laura to come in and give her victim statement. Yeah.
No, you're okay today.
And so far he seems cool, and but it's like it's starting. So they are like finally doing that, but it doesn't, because we're not holding cops accountable. I guess it's trying to so they did do that, but they need White was guilty of that. I'm sorry, and I'm not. I don't dislike White. He's not the worst of the worst. He is Scientology related, but there's no way he should have been down there for La Poubelle unless he had permission. So if he had, but they didn't unfound it saying he belonged there. They're saying they unfounded it that he wasn't ordering people out or something like that. I have to forward it to you. Yeah.
First they put the Israeli
Nope.
flag.
He was arrested. He was arrested.
Yeah.
That person burned the American flag. Yeah, outside the White House. Are you talking about?
This was last night, LA.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about someone burned the flag outside of the White House. He was arrested.
Here we go.
And now Trump
Yeah.
I'm watching her website today. I'm working on it last night. I meant to have it done this morning, but a few little things I can take care of. I know she's uncomfortable. She wants to run for office. Just like
Yeah.
Mary Lou Clark, right?
Yeah.
She's running for office now.
Is she?
running against her nieces and Stephen Young.
Is that why she left?
That's why she left. And I believe Rasha wants to do the same thing. If you look back at her history and everything, it seems like she's building up to run for office.
What do you think she's going to run for, like Nazarian's spot or
Possibly, or
mayor?
No, not mayor. She doesn't have it. She's got to come in.
Maybe Nazarian's.
Man, so it's closed session to
I
what?
got him. I got a
Oh, it's over.
ethics report on him.
Really?
Yeah, listen, I was in my TikTok.
Hey, but Mazzetti's talking about item 9 on the agenda. You hear about that?
Yeah.
Assaulting journalists.
Right? Yeah.
Look at it later.
Wow. Really? That's why I'm afraid to go down there.
A
But
bunch of other ones, like, Nate Gowdy, who's on the cover of Time magazine, said, oh, he's not real.
I'm all
Like,
right.
all these reputable people. And
So that's what happens every night.
he came, this guy.
Craziness.
came in my comments.
Man,
See what?
there is.
He lied. He lied to
TikTok
you.
is a journalist.
Graciano
Hey,
lied.
officer.
Nazarian did
I'm
that?
confused.
He lied to you.
A cop, or somebody on TikTok, some guy.
Right.
I read his face and facial recognition, people in the picture. Found him, came back to, oh, he's a cop. And a picture of him and other cops taking a picture with Nazarian on his campaign website.
Yeah, they very, very much supported him.
But Nazarian's not allowed to use officers in uniform as public prop for his campaign website. That's what's not.
See, I did not know that. Because even if the union,
Campaign, they're not allowed to take
Okay, he
pictures.
said he can come back on Friday. Friday, okay.
They have him standing there.
But
posing
Fridays
on
he
the
might
post
not.
As they're asking for donations and votes.
and they did back him. Yeah.
Van Nuys,
Those cops
Friday is
got
my
in
night.
trouble because, and then I went and found a guy's stuff, that one cop stuff and figured shit out there. And he deleted his comment.
You videotaped that many of them? They
Yeah.
videotaped your ass on this.
It's easy ethics violation right there with that.
Yeah,
Sometimes
well,
you
honestly,
see things,
guys.
pictures of cops and post- Listen, they can take pictures. They post it on their,
Fucking
like,
face.
their
Look at the
council
face.
website.
Right.
You can do that.
But not campaign.
But not on a campaign.
See, I didn't know that.
Using it to raise money and using it to influence people's work.
And it did. I mean, like, let's face it. I mean, I think Jillian did really good compare, that she didn't have any backing, all grassroots, but that does.
That's right.
Right. Just, well, she had, and she had, what's his name? The controller. Yeah. Everything else was, she was like, grassroots. But I think she did well. Yeah. She wasn't that far behind.
I saw them on Get Rich.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised LAPD hasn't kicked them off.
That's right.
Right. But they bypass it, like for the president of the neighborhood council, the one person was there a long, long time, but he's wasn't when it was time to get a new president. I think it should have been him, but he, I guess, bowed down to give it to her, so she's now the president of the NoHo Council. I'm not against her, but I'm just. I love Sons. Like he's now the vice president.
Yeah, he told me he's like, we're gonna make Mejia run for mayor. He's like, no, we're gonna make him like.
He needs to be the money guy, like. Yeah.
I'm out of here, food.
His whole
I got kicked out.
He does not want to risk losing the
Till Friday.
Because then we have no idea what's going on.
Right.
The only thing that's
What are you
helping
gonna go to that meeting tonight?
What are the ideas and stuff?
I'm gonna go to the doctor. I gotta go get my legs checked.
Right. And I like that he calls them out on stuff. Who do you think's going to run for mayor? Okay. Wow. As long as I.
Listen, I've worked with Lindsay in the past when she was on city council in West Hollywood. Her and Second Shine, mostly Second Shine,
Gotta get the doctor report.
they wanted to decrease the number of sheriffs in West Hollywood by 5, replacing 20 unarmed people, and I'm for that program. And so what I did that document to show that we're spending $300,000 on each one of these deputies. That's what the contract is out to the LASD for each deputy. They're not even in West Hollywood most of the time. They're in Hollywood patrolling, making arrests and doing tickets there, and using it to boost their stats to justify their workforce. So I documented how, no, they're always in Hollywood. They put people over in front of Hollywood LAPD station.
Wow.
That's not what West Hollywood.
No, they want them there to keep them right. But same thing with the metro. They have all the, but the cops are never on the trains. We want them on the trains every now and then. If you want to place, they all congregate at like the different ends of the stations.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Who's Kurt Price?
Where?
You want Fred Massey?
Are you Miss Karen Price? Go up there. He'll be at the meeting.
Oh yeah, he's been gone.
Dang it. I should have been turning around that way because I always hassle him. I like to troll him.
I thought you knew because what's his name was young.
Who?
Not so bad.
Karen Price.
Yeah.
So he's got more charges.
Yeah. Well, his wife.
He just got hit with more charges.
They definitely did. I know they were coming, but they got.
Last week they announced that LA Times broke the story that he's got new charges coming for.
I keep asking about his wife. She got money from Scientology.
There's more coming. Actually, they said that they were very close to indicting his wife.
They should.
I think so. Right?
Well, I mean, didn't she know that he had. Right, and that he had 2 wives on his. Like she didn't know about that.
It goes worse than that. It goes to them working with nonprofits.
Sorry, guys. I'm like.
Giving contracts to family members and stuff that have no requirements. It's like, here's $300,000, and the contract doesn't actually say what you were supposed to actually fulfill for this money. It's just like, here's $300,000.
Right.
One of his friends got fined by the city for $175,000.
Dang.
So you know, you got a $175,000 contract. And because he represents a minority district, there are certain fast tracks that he's allowed to do, like no good contracts. So there's a lot of these times, these contracts come out, and there's no way, people won't even know. They're not even listed in the clerk's office.
Wow.
Somebody I know came across this stuff by accident.
And then it needs to be out there. But he needs to step down. How is he voting on, he's on Plum. You'll see him at the Plum Committee today, probably. How's he voting on, planning land use unless he steps down? I know he's on, I forget what else he's on. Public safety, right. So how? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I mean, he should be removed, period. Like.
MHD decided he wants to give him these positions. Marquise didn't have to put him in, give him these assignments. Didn't have to.
No, he chose it.
He just basically stripped her because they hate each other.
Really? Is she still on Public Works?
I'm not sure. I know she got removed from a bunch of things, including.
I didn't know
I
that.
pissed at her because she criticized insensitive. Pissed at her because she defended Chief Crowley of the fire department. Pissed at her for a million reasons. Marquise and Monica knows that a lot.
Huh.
I missed her.
Oh no, the Monica was. Yeah, I've gotten to confront him a few times. He's probably up on the 4th floor in his offices.
With his wife one time.
Really?
Because I told her, I said, put some handcuffs on him. He's going to jail. And she said, no, he's not. And she started filming me.
I wouldn't know her to look at. I wouldn't know who she is. But I would want to know how his other wife is, the one he gets insurance for, doesn't he? Allegedly.
I know one thing. He doesn't live in the district that he represents. He lives in Baldwin Hills.
Yeah, I believe it.
He has a rental house in this district, a dilapidated house, but somehow that he uses that to justify his residency to. What was he? Was he wearing a colorful outfit?
Usually a blue suit, like a suit. Yeah.
He's always got something extra.
Is he still on Plum? He's still on Plum, right? Or did he step down? Do we know?
Sorry?
The Plum Committee, is he still on it? Because he, right, wasn't he?
Plum Committee?
Yeah, today's 2:00 meeting. The planning, I had to look at, I need to get the agenda. Yeah. I know, I was going to go home, but I'm like, I don't know, should I stay? Since I'm here this late anyway, I don't know. Yeah, he needs to step down.
He's not going to. He's an ally of Karen Bass and an ally of
Marquise is, they all are, like they,
Yeah, my vote as of right now is going to be for Lindsay Bullard.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what, I mean, I don't like the other dude is just a huge developer, which is, I mean, I like some of his projects, but that's part of like what's taking away our neighborhoods. Like, I don't think they're being smart about how they're doing development. That's why I want to.
The LA City Attorney Office is asking the City Council to approve a nearly 6-fold increase in its contract for Gibson, Dunn, and Crutcher, raising the deal from $900,000 to $6 million to cover mounting legal costs in homelessness case that has already revealed billions in untracked spending. So there.
That's that case with with Judge, what's his name? Yeah.
So we're spending $6 million to fight.
That's just the starting. That's just the beginning.
When you're dealing with Gibson, Dunn, and Crutcher are like one of the most expensive firms in the world.
Yeah.
So the city attorney said, we're not going to argue this. We're going to hire outside counsel. That's going to cost many millions.
They can't argue. They're a party to it. Likely, right? I mean, like, they didn't give good advice. That's the crazy part. I'm sorry, guys. I've been missing chat. I get gabbing. But, yeah, so much to, with all of it. And I'm still just going to keep plugging away about Scientology until they're done. But then I'll move on to all the other stuff.
I'm about to put Rasha in Homeboy Industries, Fabian's company.
Is that his company? I didn't know. Then how are they here if he's here?
Well,
Isn't that a conflict of interest?
His role is the government facilitation or whatever. He's the one who asked the city for contract money for Homeboy Industries.
Okay.
Well, because Homeboy Industries know which is guys who are out of town and stuff.
Yeah.
Do they know that their guy Fabian, one of the leaders at Lumber Industries, is actively working to protect, police, and shield them from accountability? How are they going to feel about that?
Yeah.
We'll see how that one goes. We'll do it. You know, we want to go there. We're going to go there, Fabian. He's useless on the commission anyway.
He finally asked a question today. I was shocked. Because you've been calling him out every week, yeah.
He's no different than Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas never asks any questions, never is involved with oral arguments. He's the same way. He's just a body sitting there.
Yeah.
And so now what he asked today, he just repeated.
Yeah, just think, we need the right, we need the this and the that.
He
And
hasn't, I think there's no work towards to this one. Nothing.
Hi, Commissioner Mitchell. How are you today? Good. Thank you. Public Works Commissioner. I like her. She's a former judge. Actually, Public Works has gotten straightened out a lot. They're. No, I know who you mean, but no, yeah, no, she's Public Works Commissioner, and it's all new. I think like we had the mayor reinvent Public Works 3 times now. I mean, there's progress being made over there, and you know, with the police, at least they're finally doing a little bit, like finding the right, as long as it's not going against cops. But I'm determined. Well, no, they did. No, actually, part of his revamping is he did get rid of some of the Scientology cops because the one that was not, what's his name, Heredia, is gone, and so is the one not John.
The lowest rating among captains in the LAPDL. They hated him.
I believe
All cops hated him.
Scientology loved him. But even White, like I know it's hard to move slows because they get, but he's too involved. Him and Rand, I mean, at least what's his name is retired. They need to get rid of all the Scientology cops. Every last one of them that does their bidding. It's never going to end until they're gone. Like they have to unplug all their connections. Because when they can call, do you know, like when the porta potty event, it sounds silly, but they were able to get the cops there in 8 minutes. When I called to, you know, because Gonzo was down there by herself, they said, no, we're on TAC alert. We're not responding to anything but life and death calls. No.
Like 9 o'clock on Thursday night. Police showed up at the Scientology building.
Oh, yes. That one, yeah.
Shutting down past Las Palmas to Cabo, all the way to Highland, right? It's a long stretch. It's not that they shut down that area. They evacuated every business and all the customers. Everybody had to leave. They made the taco trucks leave. They made the food vendors leave. Everybody had to leave except for that Scientology.
Right.
Because there was a suspicious package on the curb. It was a guitar.
Right.
What's next to Scientology?
The music place.
Music.
Well,
So is it so unusual that so they shut down for 4 hours, they had the robot out here doing all those things. They finally came over to either work with the case, tied it to a pole, and pulled it, pulled up the pole, and took it around. I'm like, wow, we're spending a lot of money on this.
do you know what happened though the day before that happened, or was it the same day? Was that that was Friday, right? Thursday? Okay, so do you know what happened on Wednesday? We had our meeting, one of our first meetings for Laura to report crimes, that guy who's been assaulting her. First time anyone's going, first time a Scientologist is going and reporting crimes. And then they also learned that we have a bigger meeting where she's going to really file a report. That happened the day before that event. And so, you know, they didn't have to do any of that because you know what, but they have all their cameras that all they had to do was roll it back, say, this is the person that did it. You know what I mean? Like,
I personally feel they did that because Jessica was out by in front of the Scientology building. And like every time I step out there, like crowds start.
yeah.
Those kids are destroying.
They are. They're loving it. But
they are destroying that place. They catch hell nonstop. And I think that there was a little bit of a crowd starting to gather. And I feel like they called that in and it just went.
I think it's twofold. I think it's that, but I also think that they want to set up because they know now that's going to the LAPD. They want to set up a saying, see, the protesters, they're going to cause us to be victimized. They're causing No, I know, but that's what they're trying to create, that they're the victim here. See, because they're about to be held accountable.
That's gonna exhaust.
Oh, it already is starting to.
I think people, the governor is starting to really generally get sick of something.
Yeah, because we're here for like every single freaking day.
Right now, we got Falun Gong. Is that how you pronounce it?
Who?
Falun Gong. Familiar with them?
Uh-uh.
They're the ones that do that, what's the name of that show?
Oh, you're talking about the show today?
I've never seen it.
Show, it's like all the...
They went to Scientology?
Well, no, that's part of their recruiting into their cult. There's a lot of similarities between them and Scientology. They believe that their leader live forever, he can levitate, he can walk through walls. There's a lot of similarities, but yeah, we're outside right now having a fun.
Oh, is that the one with the yellow shirts across the street? Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know what that was about.
You know,
Well, Scientology's scared right now because right now they're losing a lot of they're getting like world famous again. Like you've like on your you've gotten that all up and running all over again. Like you started it and overnight like 100.
250,000 subscribers
Yeah.
in less than a week.
I know. Like one night was 146.
What was helpful is like, you know, I'm good at like doing little funny things and bringing people attention to like initial attention. Right? They can learn, okay, it's a cult. But people come to me and be like, hey, so what's it like growing up? I'm like, I don't know. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you have why are you going to take that with you? So when you're having somebody like
Jenna, yeah.
explaining these things in ways that reach people and without sounding crazy. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be honest with you, man. You know, people get mad at me for this. A lot of ex-Scientologists have a hard time connecting with people because of whatever, grew up in a cult or whatever. And it's hard for them to sort of make a connection and not sound crazy themselves sometimes. And so connecting in a real way, I just know she was on somebody's YouTube video who has like millions of subscribers. So it's so taken off. Watching what happens on Hollywood Boulevard, just any time of the day walking past them.
Yeah, they're hating it. Like
Watching people just, man, it's just...
So don't worry about that kid though. That like he's too young to like never go. Like I want to tell everyone never go inside with like with like Did you see the one? No, he went inside with spy cameras, whatever, and they were going to take him in for a tour at 12. Some 12-year-old kid. I don't even know his name. Yeah, I don't know who he is. I've never.
Like LA something audit.
Something like that. Yeah, I think Los Angeles saw it.
I saw the one he did outside.
Yeah, no. He went inside with spy, and I'm not judging him. I'm not making any, but I'm just saying that that's scary because they could keep you there. But they, you know, and I don't agree with him doing that because it's not safe for him. But they also were willing to take him in and give him a tour and give him at 12, and he said he was 12.
Okay, so
It's horrible.
here's another thing. I was out there the other night. I was out there from like 9 o'clock to midnight. I just got caught up in conversation after conversation. People asking questions about it, families. And
I love
it's
it.
Like the kids will introduce their parents to it, and like they never knew how bad it was. One kid comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, let me show you a video." He showed me a video. It was timestamped 2 a.m. It was the Scientologist at the Test Center recruiting. They are so desperate now. They're recruiting in the middle of the night.
Whoa, we need to get boots on the ground there.
Keep on running into their one.
We need some night owls out there.
Well, there's one security guard. I keep on catching him riding his bike down Sunset. He rides from the Blue Building over there.
They're not, you know,
Three
they're
times.
okay. They're not allowed to patrol do anything on the street because they're underpaid, and you're not allowed to work on the street without a contract and underpaid.
He was just riding his bike.
Because you know how they chasing everyone out on that's illegal because they don't have a contract.
This was a situation where he was coming from the Blue Building over to the Test Center, and he was probably like, "We're not going to have a van taking you over there by yourself. Just ride it out." Maybe he got.
Yeah.
I'm so bummed. That's like.
You'd have to wait till 2 probably. I think he's on Plum. I know we got Gabby. I should have been facing that way because I would have said something to him. It's planning land use.
Yeah, but
So he should not be on that one for sure because with his crimes. You get 2 minutes for agenda items and 1 minute for one for general, 2 for agenda. That's a minute. No, for general public, no. But we have to make sure he's on it. I could go to the. Can someone tell me if is current price on the? Because I don't want to. I had to get the I should. could look at the agenda for today. Unless he got off of Plum. I mean, that's a possibility. He shouldn't be on Plum. That's the last one he should be on. That's craziness to put him on that. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get my charger.
No, he's not. It's Blumenfield, Zarian, and Nithya.
I think he used to be on, so maybe they, I think Nithya wasn't on it, so maybe they switched him out.
Wait, did they change?
Let's feel his comments. I saw some other young people jumping the fence. They seem under 18, probably shouldn't be doing that either. Yeah, I mean, kids have to be careful because, they are.
But the kids who were jumping the fence, they were actually recruited in there.
Oh, they were recruited in there and they're trying to escape?
Trust me, they were literally working on the side of the
Oh, to like.
Yeah, no, every time we show up, they hang out in front of it. I haven't posted a video, I'm not giving them attention anymore. The doors are open in Scientology. I come walking up, they're standing there at the door, wide open.
Right.
They see me coming up and they pull out and start smoking. With the door, they're standing there wide open. And try to take down the video because it's smoking weed or whatever, thinking it's gonna. It's very odd, and they keep on holding up signs with like vulgar curse words. No, those.
Well, what about the kid jumping over the Italian guy? Them too? Like, no, he's not really trying to escape?
He's playing games. I mean, first of all, they were communicating via signaling with Toucan. Toucan was calling him while this was happening on signaling. I just don't understand why you guys are using cryptic powers if it's just a recruit. So I saw that, like, okay, you guys are kind of working. The thing that night is they came there to do their Scientology stuff, and I'm positive they purposely come outside and try to disrupt things. When I went out there, they were trying to pull people in, clock them. But the one night when they were jumping on the fence, I could smell alcohol. They were throwing us down. And so that's why.
Do you think they're partying in there with Toucan? Maybe they're all partying? No?
I think they showed up to do their shit or whatever, running interference in Scientology, and they're drunk. And, I do think it's sort of like, might have been some backfiring and clowning on them too a little bit. Yeah, I haven't seen that last week. But no, they were those kids we realized were doing Scientology.
Okay.
Like, even at Lock the Bell, they would purposely come out and hold pictures of they were doing the same.
Okay, so they have their MO book.
Yeah, no,
But I think it's, I have a feeling people are going to start planning their vacations around that building. Let's do our summer vacation. Let's go. Yeah, I think they're going to fly out. They're going to plan their vacations.
I haven't seen somebody walk out with a book, actually one. In one person in the last 3 months, walk out of there.
The word's getting out. It's too viral right now. It's so viral.
They just go in there and waste their time.
Yeah.
And that's just, like,
Good for them.
I'm not saying that anybody should go do that. But
No, me neither. Especially if you're underage. Don't do it if you're underage.
That's time they can't be out in the street to do it.
Right. But just don't do it when you're a minor. And know that they can trap you. They could lock you in. They've done it. I've seen them do it. I saw someone, they locked the doors and she couldn't get out right away. You wouldn't want that if you're a kid,
Actually, looking here, prices on Ad hoc Committee of Unarmed Crisis Prevention.
Oh, so they stripped him? He used to be on Plum, I think. I'm almost positive.
Prices on...
Because Spindler was calling him out on that.
He must have removed him himself. Wow, because he's... Prices on...
Which video?
He is on public safety, which is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Just insane. He's on... Oh, Heather Hutt is going to be facing some... She's caught up in some stuff with contracts related to nonprofit and a bunch of real estate.
Are you serious?
I'm surprised if there's going to be an investigation into her.
I think eventually they're all going to be in...
Economic development and jobs, and that's...
Okay, so he was on bigger things. They stripped him.
No, to remain on public safety is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
He shouldn't be overseeing cops.
And he needs to recuse himself from everything. Like, he should be recusing himself from all of this. He should. Yeah. That should be put into the charter, maybe, if you're fighting, like, criminal cases that you have to take you have to step down.
I think it's up to
To do the
president to do the right thing.
Are they allowed? But that might have to be put in the charter where he has the discretion to do that.
You're allowed to strip him of the committee. I don't not allowed to strip him of council voting powers. I think we saw that with, what was his name, who just got convicted and went, I think it might be,
Oh, I know who you mean.
Lee Thomas.
Yeah, Mark Ridley Thomas.
Yeah, he got in trouble because I guess they took away his voting powers and stuff, and he sued and he ended up having to pay, even though he's indicted and about to get paid.
Yeah, that's why I would take the charter. They are doing the charter.
Change the charter?
Yeah, there's charter meetings right now. They are working on it.
You see what they're working on? They're trying to change LAPD to help them improve recruiting. And the way they're working on that is to make discipline more fair, they say. He said, process is unfair to cops.
The process is unfair to cops.
No.
Well, what's his name wanted to be a comp, and they make excuses for you not to be able to get on. They make it really, they want everything perfect, but nobody really has perfect backgrounds anymore. Like, you know,
They've loosened those, and they still have hard time.
even with the credit, like people are like weren't getting on because of their credit reports.
That LAPD has, well, he actually, your guy, I forget his name.
It's true. I don't know his real name for this.
He made mention that when
Or-
the police force was able to.
Oh, short guy.
LAPD can't recruit officers because they have a horrible reputation. That's what it comes down to. 18% of cops are women. There's a reason why they can't increase that. It's because there's nonstop sexual harassment problem against women. So of course women aren't going to join. You'd be crazy to.
Yeah.
And then just overall the reputations that go along with LAPD, they'd rather apply for the forces.
You can't blame them, you know, at all. And it's
They
just,
think they can fix it by just throwing more money at them, more money at them. There's not enough money in the world if you're only have to go home and face your family members and community and be like, wait, you're one of them who's been doing all this to us and stuff. So
yeah, especially like after, you know, like with what the women have been through in some serious cases, and nothing's fixed since then. Lillian Carranza, nothing's changed.
Lillian Carranza, people don't know this. So Lillian Carranza won $4 million against that case because Michael Moore covering up for sexual harassment.
Right.
What they don't realize is that the city attorney appealed it and hired outside counsel. Total, we spent defending and using outside counsel to defend Michael Moore. We spent $2 million just on it.
Wow. But not defending the officer who was
So we had to spend
victimized.
$1 million for her settlement, right? But they got killed for 3 years, so they didn't pay it out. So there was 7% interest on that. So that's another $200,000 added to it. Plus, they had to pay $2 million towards outside firm. Plus, they had to reimburse her for her attorney fees, and that's like $1.5 million. So it comes out to getting up to like $8 million. Was that in the public interest? And it was a loser case. You knew you weren't going to win it, but you had to appeal it just to.
But what happened to like the victims? And, you know, but they're the first ones. Oh, you have to believe the victims and stuff.
Yeah, and this isn't just like.
Right.
Command.
Yeah.
She's in command status.
Yes. Yep, I have a lot of respect for her for a lot of different, you know, reasons. She stood tough and she fought the system and still rised above it. She didn't let them push her out.
Imagine being a female cop right now. Imagine being a female cop in the 1980s.
I know. That's when I was trying for NYPD.
And when she was then,
You had to look like a guy back then. You had to have like the short hair and look like a guy back then.
she wasn't so much as an extra hero. And
Wow. I mean, I was legal that they all did, you know, like, yep. I don't know. I don't think I don't want to wait another 2 hours. I think I'm just going to, for me, Plum's not as, I got to say what I needed to say at the other one. They were so silly that they, what's his name, no, he didn't even throw it. He just dangled a banana peel, just dangling it. And they said that could be used as a weapon. So they kicked him out for a banana peel. Like, it's getting to the point of being silly. I'm like, oh, thank you for saving me from that banana peel. That was traumatic, you know? It's just, they're grasping it. I don't know. So what are you going to do? I want to go down to these, but you know what? I'm not afraid of the protesters. I'm afraid of LAPD. Because being in a chair, like, I want to go to those protests, but being in a chair, I can't just, I have to have curb cutouts. I have to, are they over? Yeah, that's why I didn't do it. It's more like LAPD. I don't want to get shot by those.
I think it's just very greedy right now.
If anything's good, you think it's like, because I'm just like, it's, with,
Good stuff.
yeah. But the way he says you have to wrap yourself out with the press or whatever. And, dang. I have mine, I got mine.
10 journalists detained or beaten. Nick had his chin split open.
But that's disgusting.
Spent a lot of time reporting from protesting in Northern Ireland, things in the Middle East.
And you can't even go in LA.
Here, it's not just that. He got shot in the leg too by the LAS.
Wow. But see, that's what I'm afraid of. If I get corralled and I can't go because there's no club card out, like, are they going to shoot me? I'm more concerned about the police response than I am I feel fellow protesters would be, helpful, or nice, okay, here, I mean, whatever. But it's there when they get in that zone. I'm like, I don't want to be around it in a chair. Yeah. I had a professor that got really injured by one. Never the same.
This is Nick's leg.
Whoa.
The less lethal went inside, into his thigh muscle. They had to remove this 3 inches by an inch and a half. They had to do surgery to remove it from his leg.
Wow, that is.
It's quite less lethal, man. I said, Nick,
that's what I'm scared
what
of.
would happen if you got hit in the stomach right here?
Yeah.
Where your vital organs are?
Or your groin.
What happens if you get hit in the neck?
Neck.
What happens if you get hit in the groin right by an arm?
Or your eye.
Or any headshot.
Right, any head,
If
right.
it's doing that, that's what you're going to.
No, less lethal is a lot of force. It doesn't say it's not lethal. It says less lethal.
And it's from a distance. It's just from like.
Right, but that's what people don't realize. It's less lethal, not non-lethal. It's less lethal. You can, absolutely you can. For sure. It's less likely. That is. And that's like permanent damage. Why? Because you're press covering. But that's what I mean. There's this agitation against. Whoa.
Inside of his leg. He couldn't even just pull it out. It was so embedded in the muscle.
I had a professor that went through that.
Right here. It's literally the
Yeah. He got cut in the abdomen. He was never the same. He ended up dying a few years later. And he was a news guy. He was like ABC News. And he wasn't even a protester. He was like the camera. He was the
I'm unhappy with ABC. I just found an email that they sent to the police chief saying, thank you for everything you did and for not shooting us at the protest. Like, a journalist shouldn't have to go to the chief and say thank you for not shooting.
But and that kind of that to me is like a little bit snarky, and it kind of sends that message of like.
Oh, it wasn't that at all.
Oh no.
Pure acid. He's like, I know we're a pain in the booty sometimes, but thank you for all of it. No, this wasn't snarky.
Oh, so yeah, thank you for shooting all the ones that are independent journalists or like. Yeah, not us, right? Like wow.
That was actually submitted to court yesterday.
Are you
The
serious?
city is using to show that they did not abuse press because they say, hey, look at
Well, it depends on which press. Yeah, like he didn't do the 3 top networks, but it's just, we're going for the
There's
independents.
so much hatred between them and small places. Like they feel very entitled. But when stuff is going on, you're not going to see ABC, CBS, NBC, or in the middle of the strike. They're not doing it.
Right.
You know what happens? I'll be like when I was in Paramount. I'm hiding behind a tree as things are flying past my head. Palm trees are on fire from less lethals.
Thanks.
Smoke
I'm not-
everywhere. Jessica's right behind me, and then I get a text message, and it's like, hey, William, this is whatever from ABC 7. Do you mind if we stream your stream on our website? I'm thinking, how do I get a cell phone number? And I'm a little busy right now.
Right. But that's an honor, though.
But they rely on hours.
But get your money, get them to pay you.
I have never charged for any. Every protest, they always reach out to me, can you license your stuff, whatever. I have never, not one time ever charged. Usually, the only time I've ever charged for anything was when people want to use like my robot video.
Right.
So you're gonna go sell it to somebody else. Like you charge.
Yeah, they're going to be selling that stuff too to the rooters.
New stuff. Every protest. I was representing NBC, Washington Post came out with a whole protest and saying, can we use your videos to archive and document what's going on? Because, like, remember UCLA thing, we put together a whole presentation for CNN. We did all the work, put all the videos together, editing and stuff, and they just ran it. It was a nice long story. But there's a lot of that. But at the same time, like, they don't want to show independent press. They rely on independent press for video, for
Right.
stock footage.
why don't you tell them to give you to give you a press pass then that you can get in there, even if you're not working? Okay, but I meant like from them, like, I mean.
Oh, they won't, because I'm not an employee.
Okay.
But
I'd negotiate that if you give them that much.
I have the sufficient press passes and stuff. They kicked me out because of lack of precedent.
Yeah.
I really don't have any problems, honestly.
Yeah.
Only because they probably don't.
Yeah, they don't want you. Well, no, they learned from the Michael Moore, his not graduation, his goodbye party, and that was freaking funny. Sorry, guys. I've been ignoring you guys. I'm so sorry. I get gabbing, but I don't get to talk to Streets often anymore, right? Like, all right, we have to see what that's about. Well, it's just too much, some of this stuff. Well, current prices are too, like, step down. He needs to step down. He's on the 4th floor if you want to talk to his office people.
Oh, he's probably at lunch now, right?
Yeah, but you could always talk to his staffers. You just call up there, you could you call the staff office and say, I'm here to make a complaint or a concern or whatever, and they will usually send one of their staffers out to talk to you.
I need to sit down personally.
Yeah.
I need to embarrass him.
Yeah, he's here all the time. I mean, like,
That's one of these days. I just don't come that often.
I know you have to come more often. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom too. I'm sorry, guys. Oh man. All right, guys. So sorry about. I get talking because I get interested in hearing about what he's doing with his stuff. It's always an interesting new perspective and a separate, because he's doing all this other stuff. I think I am gonna go to ladies round, guys, till 2. Hey, Crazy and Rebel. Thank you. And Kevin, thank you. Oh, Long Island audit for sure. Yeah, Midwest too. Hey, Gina. Susie. Oh, no, you can I won't. I'm not trying to take you. Oh, bye, Marie. I'm sorry, Nick girl. I understand that. And I'm sorry that you're feeling that way. It's crazy times right now. That's true. Somebody could. Amy, with that, it's really, it's just crazy. Yeah, the 3 guys, I don't know if you guys could hear the explained, because I'm going to get off now and I'm going to go to the ladies' room and I'm just going to go home with this chair. I'm going to see if they can, I don't know. I got to take care of some business with it. All right, you too, Streets. I'm going to go. All right, bye, guys.